Hey guys, it's Dragon.
And this is Smorehead.
So the Attonment playtest cards just came out, and so me and S'more figured we would do a once over first impressions on these. If anybody doesn't know who we are, I'm TJ. I went to all four of the trials and placed third in Worlds. S'morehead went to one of the trials, won it, and won Worlds.
Yep.
So we feel like we're fairly qualified to talk about the power level of these new cards.
And we thought it'd be fun to do like a quick impressions. We're not like deep diving here. We're just excited to see the new cards and
Yeah.
take a
So
look.
if
Let's see.
anybody who's familiar with what these cards are, these are the playtest versions of the Atonement cards. Everything you see here is subject to change and whatnot. And the art is all playtest AI art that they did, so we would have art to look at during this somewhat.
Yep.
So anything that we see, if we see that we think is way too much of an issue, we will of course be mentioning that to the people in card design and whatnot, as these are the first version of the cards, and we'll see what all we see. I'm
Yep.
excited.
Yeah, we
We're
already know it's gonna look a lot better than the first one, which is just a quick test
Yeah.
thing. So now this is official and it's
Yeah. So
dropping
we're
for
gonna
everyone to see.
start with humans and get to go down the line and stuff.
Most excited for the end, the new card type.
You know me, I'm always excited for my Ascendants
Yep, of course.
and my Imogen and Aoghaz.
All right, do you want to flip it and let's
Yeah.
get to it?
So I will say something too. This is the second version of the playtest cards, so there might be some times where we mention the old playtest cards.
Yep.
That's what those. That's just saying that.
True.
All right. So
Here we
flipping these are
go.
the human cards. First one, Tiberius. One cost 5/3. Engage. Something gains eager. So they haven't changed this one since the first playtesting. I think it
And
seems good.
yep,
I
really
think
good
it's a
card.
staple. I think it's a staple of humans from now on.
Yep, I'd agree.
It
That's insane.
cost one, good, decent stat line. Engage, give something eager, just absolutely nuts.
Yep.
Especially with all of humans good engaged up already.
Repeatable eager is insane.
Giving him a Kosh eager, just giving a side step you play after eager, just great.
Yep. Insane card. I like it. Card is so good. I could see a change of balancing on it. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Really good
So
card.
we have Cleo. Two costs, 7/4 eager. When it shorts 11 your card, it is immediately put into its owner's limbo pile. You cannot play spells on your opponent's turn. So this is
Interesting.
an effect that I've been trying to get them to put on cards since Genesis first came out. I think this should be a keyword, and I'm so excited to finally see it on a card.
Yep. This is like exactly what we need to see more of. This is exactly what aggro needs.
I think
Eager threat, human typing. Yep.
as both colors in SR,
Yep.
you can play spells on your opponent's turns. A bit of a downside, but you're not really doing that much as humans anyway.
I think it's also fair to start with some kind of downside when doing this effect, but I
Yeah,
think this
this
effect
effect.
will help the game a lot. These kind of
Yep.
effects will be amazing. Love it.
Ooh, the new. Oh, I like that art actually.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
cool.
So Lorelei, 2 cost 5/7. Enter destroy. You may destroy target tether. That's fine. A little bit tether hate. When
Okay.
Lorelei destroys an 11-year card, give target system -3/-3 until end of turn for each human you control.
Interesting. No
Okay.
eager on her though, so I mean,
No eager stat line is like fine.
we don't know how much other answers to tether there is. This is a potential like just really good sideboard card.
Yeah, sideboard card, possibly even one main board.
Also, I guess
The destroying a 11-year card effect is insane.
it is. The fact she doesn't have eager, but like I guess keep in mind we just looked at Tiberius, so giving her eager is pretty nuts.
Or,
like
or
even
through
turn
Camilla.
2. Tiberius turn 1, turn 2 her, swing, give something -6/6. That's insane. Yeah, that's really good.
That effect is very very good.
Yeah.
I like
damn.
the little bit of tether hates.
Yep.
Celine.
Nice.
Celine got to do a bit better now.
Let's
Celine,
see.
3 cost 7/9. Can cast anytime you play a spell. Okay. Enter. You may engage her. It says a short time 3, engage 2.
Okay, so seems
Flash
really good.
Flash it in right before combat. Get rid of one of their
Yeah.
attackers. Fling it at the end of their turn. Get rid of one of their blockers.
Even just like in response to like Sven triggers and Makosh triggers if they remove one of your guys.
Instant speed.
With Flanagan, they go to remove for Flanagan. Like, that's a big blowout.
And instant speed blocker is great.
Yeah.
Adds both colors SR, 7/9, decent stat line.
Big swing.
seems decent. It's very interesting that that it doesn't work with Cleo.
Yeah. I'm really glad it costs 3, so that kind of like limits its aggro
So
bustiness, but
so what
really
I'm
good card.
seeing immediately is when we're gonna start seeing even more of this split between aggro and mid range humans that we're already starting to kind of see.
Yeah, I love it. What we haven't like released the mid-range humans list that we had built for Worlds. We should do that at some point because
Yeah, we'll do
we're
that at some
stoked on
point.
it.
Who knows? Maybe let's play it for another tournament with the new cards.
That's true as well.
Okay, Boudica. 10/10 4 cost, but cost triple white pips. Steadfast, attack, disengage, and engage human you control. It may attack again this turn. Short time 3. That's something also gains Ravenous and attack, draw 1.
Okay, that's pretty solid. Triple white though, so like kind of like
Triple white's rough.
this looks like more like
Steadfast,
it would be a deck that
fine.
maybe has like Cleo and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
it can be really good
Not
with other
Cleo, sorry,
attack.
Coco.
Doubling up attack triggers
Yep, that's
is
interesting.
great. If you look at using like Orpheus.
Potential
Also,
doesn't seem
you
bad.
know, something else you can do too is with the Makosh is tap the Makosh then disengage it just to tap it again.
Ooh, great point. Great point.
Or just to reuse those tap triggers.
I mean, Ravenous is also pretty good in the attack draw. That's always a nice effect.
Yeah, that's like a fine.
Yeah. Stats
I like it.
aren't
It's cool.
huge though for a triple, but like interesting card.
Yeah.
All right.
Cormac. Middle. I saw this art immediately. I love the hilt in the middle of his sword. Very practical.
Love AI.
And wait,
love AI.
why does this? Wait, look where he's holding his hand on it too. There's a hilt, and the sword keeps going down. AI knows how to go swords. I swear.
Yep.
3 cost. Whenever you gain control of a human, draw 1.
What? Whatever you gain. What is gain control? Do you think that implies when you play a human?
I think so.
Huh. That might be too good.
It has more text too.
Yeah, let's carry on.
Whenever destroys an 11 in your card, you may abolish another human you control, then return to the island under its owner's control. The returned citizen gains eager.
Holy shit.
So immediately, we have something to talk about Tabel Scout.
I mean, I'd want to test it, but we don't know exactly how this works. So this is a card we're going to ask about. But like, let's say you're able to ramp this out and then play a bunch of 1-cost humans and draw a card every time you play them. Yeah, that's too good.
Yeah.
But we don't know that it works that way yet.
I think it does, but we'll see.
It kind of seems like it does.
I could see
what do you think it would need to be for it to be that way? Add another blue to the cost, make it cost 5?
I think a once per turn limitation on the gain control of a human.
Does he count himself too? Because oh my god.
Yeah, he does.
You just play him, draw. Okay, we don't know how. I rate this card. We don't know how it works.
Yeah. If it works how I think it does, definitely an issue.
Yeah. Really, really sweet though. I'd love to see a version of it balanced.
If it reads as whenever you gain, whenever a human enters under your control,
it might just mean abolish and then return, like things like that might be what it means. And in that case, it's a cool build around.
Yeah, we'll see what exactly that means. The new Charlie.
All right.
5 cost, 14/11 tenacious sidestep. Those are a very strong combination of keywords.
Yep.
Whenever you cast a spell, you may engage target citizen. Short time 3, play with the top card of your deck revealed. You may cast humans from among the top of your deck.
Yeah, that's pretty insane.
So it's spells. Keep in mind, this is the Magic where citizens count as spells.
Yep. Yeah, this is kind of crazy, actually. Like, really.
Short time 3 is very powerful.
I mean, yeah, the short time is insane, but just casting and tapping is also nuts, because a lot of the time you can end up just like getting a bunch of citizens in your hand.
Yeah,
and then
I find it so interesting though. It's like it cares about spells in its first text, and then citizens in the second line of text.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's going to be an interesting like weird hybrid deck between the two cards, and we'll have to see what other spells there are for humans. But at this point, humans doesn't really run that many spells, because humans really likes to have enough humans in play, and if you're playing spells as well, then you don't have the human count for your good humans.
Any kind of value though, like think of the 1 mana tap draw with this. That's absolutely that's broken. Like I don't know, that's interesting. Especially the fact this card has sidestep, like that's really good.
Yeah, at 5 it's a bit slow, dice removal.
Yep. Interesting.
This is the one that I like. I'd have to play test this one a lot more.
Yeah. Really cool card.
And
Lots of
here we get
potential
the first behemoth,
Oh, Ozymandias.
Ozymandias. So,
Ozymandias.
so he cost 1817. 3 double white, double blue, white, blue, and orange.
Oh
So,
my gosh.
if anybody's mad about
Said
these
that
guys
well.
getting cost, you can blame us. We saw the old 7 cost ones, and we're like, hey, we have an issue. So they've changed it.
Yeah, and they've been very great at listening to stuff like that. And if you yourself want to get involved in testing, don't be shy. You know, it is public. They want community feedback, and they just want to make this set the best set that they can.
Yep. So,
So
put your feet. They'll be announcing soon. They'll probably already be announced by the time this video gets posted. But how exactly you can get involved with the playtesting more specifically and
yeah,
whatnot.
exactly.
So, keywords: immutable, sidestep, steadfast, and eager.
Yeah.
So because this is our first immutable card, I want to touch on that keyword just a bit.
Fair.
So if you don't know, immutable means can't be countered, can't be returned, can't be placed, can't be put. So you have to cast this card to put it into play. You can't cheat it into play in any way. Unless you can cast it for free or something.
Right.
So I think that keyword's great. I love it. Means you can't do shenanigans with it. Can't be countered might be a bit too strong, but they're trying to lean away from counters already in general, so I think that's fine. Immutable is a keyword. I think it's fine.
Yep. Yep.
I like it personally.
I'm mixed, but fine with it. I think it's worth messing with. The fact
Yep.
that they made it so you can't, reanimate it and stuff. Obviously, they're putting thought into it. I'm open. It's cool.
Side note: the sidestep steadfast eager is insane. Eager on these big boys is nuts.
Yep. Actually crazy.
So especially when you do their effects,
Yeah.
he can attack twice per turn. If he would leave the island, you can instead discard a card and engage him. If it's not engaged instead, so he can just not die.
Yep.
And attack you to draw 1, probe 1.
Oh, that's so good.
So the card's nuts, but it kind of needs to be because the fact the thing costs how much? 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, on 9, like it's on 9. It's pretty reasonable, right?
So these new behemoths are made to be game enders.
Yeah. Also, this guy is super weak to just like tapping him down or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, so one of the biggest things too is I think all these behemoths, we have to look at the other ones too. I think these mean that like Rendezvous sees a lot more play.
Yep. Yep.
I think that Genesis Gwen might actually be kind of good if you're going up against a deck that's like built around these big guys. And so we'll have to see. These very interest me. They're a whole new thing. At 9, the earliest you can play about reasonably, say 2-3 turns early.
Yeah, I mean maybe there might be some new ramp we haven't seen that's crazy too.
Yeah. Even if there is though, because if you get absolutely nuts god draw of ramp and it hits you sometimes, you can turn 4 this.
Yeah. But you do run out of card. I don't know. Interesting.
If your opponent's hitting you on aggro, I think you can turn 3 it. If you literally 1-drop ramp off of everything and your opponent hits you into 1-drop ramp.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how all of them play. I think that they're going to be super warping and impactful, but the hope is to find the balance that decks don't need to play them. That's basically.
Yep. I mean, I think if they're balanced to the point where because the thing is, Kryptik, the big thing is Soul Row. So when you're on games like Magic, if you see a big card like this, you draw it off curve. It kind of sucks. In Kryptik, you just SR it.
Yeah, honestly, I wonder. We don't know. 9 honestly might be totally fine on these cards, but I wonder if they need to be balanced in a way where they don't tap for 2 colors in the Soul Row, because that.
I wonder. I think a potentially interesting rule could be you can only have 1 in Soul Row.
Maybe something like that. I don't know.
But
I guess we'll see.
We'll
see.
We
have to play.
These are our first impressions. We haven't tested these at all.
Yeah.
And I think this is the biggest thing we have to test for these behemoths.
Yeah, we played against we did not play much at all. Just a little bit with the first wave of these, and
we only tested a Ascendant ramp version that could and stuff. So
yeah, exactly. At 7 cost, we knew they were just too much. But at 9, we'll see.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's our last human.
That's human. Okay.
Next, we have the Ascendants. These are the ones I'm most excited for, other than Aoghaz to an extent because they're new.
Yep.
I'm a big Ascendant fan. If those don't know, my favorite deck is by far Ascendant Coco combo, and
Oh yeah.
the new, and I do know what the new Imogen does because I couldn't hold myself back. And so I'm gonna expect Ascendant things from me in the future.
Yep, absolutely. And I'm most excited probably for Spell, and then for like new card, probably Tether. I'm really interested to see how.
Yeah,
how
Tethers are interesting, but we'll get to that when we get to Tethers.
Yep, we're ways away. All right, let's get to it.
Starting off, Umbra. 1 cost 4/4. Fine stat line for 1 cost. Whenever you place that card into your soul row, you may destroy target tether.
Okay. Sideboard card.
Sideboard card.
Yep. Sideboard card. All right, write that sideboard card. Next card.
Yep. Thing 2 in Kryptik. Sideboard card. You can just SR it if you don't have tethers in play.
Yep. Gonna all depend how good tethers are. New Requel.
Art looks like the same. I wonder if the AR ended up pulling. Are they like when they use reference art, or if the ARs ended up finding the like? Same
Yeah,
card?
that's a really good AI for the Requel. That's nice.
It's like same like positioning and everything.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So 2 costs. Oh, they changed her.
Ah.
Sorry. A 5/5. Both colors. I both throw. If an opponent discards a card due to one of your effects, you may cast a citizen for free till end of turn.
Oh.
Enter, disengage a card in your soul row.
So a potential setup for like a discard aggro deck.
Yeah. So, if you turn, imagine a world. You turn 1 due process, play 3 requels.
Yeah.
And then you can untap the land for due process.
Yeah, exactly. And then you just play, like a Flanagan or something like that.
Or imagine a world, turn 1 due process, Requel, untap the land, float the mana, Requel, untap the land, float the soul, Requel, untap, float the soul. You have 3 extra soul left.
Oh, you're going for
slam like an Elamus into like Tribulation Elamus. Turn 2 kill.
Oh my god.
That's a nut job.
But like she makes those situations possible. This super interesting card. Is it going to be too good? I feel like it's something that'll either be too good or not played at all. But I guess we'll see.
Know.
I don't know
we'll
either.
See.
Definitely.
I think
gonna build around it.
I like another payoff for the Ascendant discard deck. Cool deck.
It looks like a build around card, and I'm excited to build around it. So
that said, though, even too like it's essentially a 1-cost creature if you just enter disengage a card in your soul row.
Yep, totally. And
that's 1 cost 5/5 is like feasible stat line.
It's if you're drawing her late in the game, yeah, it's not the worst. Although some kind of keyword would be best, but I don't know what they could add to her without breaking her.
Off of an 11-year card, off of 11 years, she's essentially free for doing spell speed stuff.
Who out of 11? Yeah, sure.
Interesting card.
Yeah, cool.
Osiris.
Ooh, we got more support.
3 cost 7/9. Ravenous. Whenever the opponent discards 1 or more cards from your card effect, draw a card. Okay. Short time 4. Whenever opponent discards 1 or more cards, give target citizen -4/-0.
So they didn't want to let it actually kill stuff. So at least tells me they've tested this and it was too good when it also decreased toughness. But at the same time, I kind of want to see it decrease toughness, right? Like I want to see this good. Right?
The draw a card anytime somebody discards something is kind of nuts.
That's really good.
I think a lot of these cards might need like once per turn effects slapped on.
I don't know. I don't think so with this one. I think it depends on what the other support they're putting out is.
We'll see exactly.
This is way less busted than just playing a human, right? Like
yeah, exactly.
You need to actually have discard effects, so that's more fun. And it's 1 or more, so it's not like you can make them discard 3, draw 3. So
yeah.
All right. Next card.
So Ravana, 3 costs 9/7. Once per turn, when Ravana destroys an 11-year card, all opponents discard a card. If an opponent discarded a non-citizen card, you may destroy a target 11-year card that opponent controls. So kind of has weird Ravenous if they discard a spell.
I'd say bulk on this one.
Yeah, bulk.
Yep.
Kind of seems kind of trash.
No, if maybe throw Tenacious on her or something like that, right? Like
yeah,
give her something like that. I don't know. Yeah. All right, let's get to Alamus.
Alamus. Once again, like same kind of like art style.
Yeah. They must have used some overlays or something.
Yeah.
Right.
So 4 cost 10/10 Tenacious attack with short target system with modified stats.
Interesting.
Okay.
So you can modify your opponent's stats, which is kind of cute.
I mean, yeah. So if you give something the opponent controls like -4/-0, like
short time 3 Ravenous Eager. Ooh.
So 4 cost Eager Ravenous Tenacious.
That's pretty good, and it just
Destroy
so.
something sometimes.
Is there citizens that tap and modify stats? Wait, yeah, you give him minus
Ravana,
minus. Yeah, this card could
the
be
old
sick.
Ravana.
Kind of weird for him
Interesting.
to now be cost white instead of black like before.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Something I'm gonna say. Interesting how like little ramp we've seen. So we've seen no ramp in Ascendants.
No what?
No ramp.
Oh, you're right. All right,
It's
let's see
all
the
been
next one.
discard focused.
You're right.
Druac. 5 cost, add fast sidestep, enter and attack. Your
Okay.
opponent's discard a card and you may disengage a card in your soul row.
Holy shit, that's really good.
Eh.
On a
Short-term
13,
3.
12, like on a sidestep thing, that's pretty insane. Discard
Yeah.
2 cards. Oh my god.
So instead they discard 2 cards and you get disengaged.
That's insanely good.
Yeah, so you basically get rid of your opponent's hand.
That
And rag yourself slightly in the process.
yeah,
At
wow.
5.
Yeah.
It's decent.
Yeah. And I guess you do need to get to 5, but
It's an Ascendant.
he untaps. Yeah. Wow, that's a really good card.
I think it's interesting.
Yeah. The discard deck is it's getting stuff. All right, Venus.
9/6 and a black or white. Sidestep eager. Good keywords. It costs 2 less for each citizen you've played this turn. Short time 3. Enter. Give target citizen -2/-2 for each other citizen you played this turn.
That's really cool. I actually love it.
Yeah.
So you could like also look at the 6 out of the 11 euro. What the hell?
Yeah, because you got 7.
Wow.
I'd maybe change that 11-year effect personally.
Yeah, I mean, they're basically just wanting you to not be able to play it on the 11-year. So at that point, just make it so we can't. Cool,
I think this is a human card, not an Ascendant card.
Yeah. This doesn't look like an Ascendant card to me, but I actually love it. I think that you could like set up board states where you have 2 of these in hand, let's say, and then all of a sudden you just swing the game completely. Also, sidestep actually, you know what? I think this looks like S tier to me almost. This might be broken.
Yeah. The awkward thing though is in aggro you tend to get like hellbent really quick. So you did run out of cards. So this is like such a dead top deck a lot of times.
With four mana, but you can like set it up to be more swingy. With 4 mana, you play 3 1-drops, play her.
This is a high risk, high reward card.
One of your 1-drops maybe untaps a land, and then you like.
Oh, for sure.
This is I don't know. I see what they're going for because you have Rayquel as well, which you can play for free. Remember, so maybe there's some Rayquel.
I think it's a very high risk, high reward card. We'll see.
It's super interesting. All right.
A rock. Did they murder my boy?
Let's see.
So once again, our behemoth costs 9.
Yep.
3 double, 1 of each orange. And so here's the thing: this man's keywords: immutable, sidestep, ravenous, and eager. You play extra card in your soul row each turn. Citizens from your limbo into your soul row. Attack. Put 2 cards from your soul row into your hand. Play them in cards from your hand into your soul row. Okay. They didn't change the attack effect. It needs to be reversed.
Because the attack effect is just too good.
You need to put in hand, then pick up.
Yeah.
Because the way it's ordered right now, if you pick up 2 Cocos, you can then replace those same 2 Cocos, and he says attack, balance 2 things your opponents control.
Yeah.
It probably needs to be reversed.
Yeah. I guess we'll just need to see it at 9. The thing is, as well about him, is he's the easiest one to play early, because he's in the ramp colors.
That said, we did not see any ramp at all in the other Ascendant cards.
Which I can see why they did that, especially when adding this. Basically, this is the ramp support.
Too.
And we'll see what they add for spells, although I think they're trying to move away. They seem to be trying to make Ascendant discard.
Yeah, I like Ascendant ramp a lot.
Yeah, I was going to say, how do you feel?
I mean, the only card that cares about ramp is like untap when you play like the short tether. You get your second.
That said,
to enter.
You're a pretty ride or die Ascendant fan. You played Ascendant aggro. You play Ascendant ramp. These are your favorite decks. Maybe Ascendant discard can be a new favorite deck, and just each set you have a new favorite
Aoghaz.
Ascendant deck.
The old Aoghaz deck looks sick. I didn't get tested at all, but I think Aoghaz might be really, really cool.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, interesting. We'll see. There's still good stuff for an Ascendant deck that's ramping. So
yeah,
we'll see
what spell. There's some support in the spell slots.
Cool.
We will see what happens.
Ascendant cards, super interesting though. It's clearly like new archetype support.
Say one thing. We'll have to see if they changed it. This one orange pip forces you to add orange cards into your deck and see if they have more support for that.
Yeah, totally. All right, that's Ascendants.
Okay. Now we're on Mystics. So in the first version of the cards, the most busted card, bar none, one of the two most busted cards, bar none, was one of the Mystic 1-drops. We'll see what they did to it.
Yep. Should I read Mystic? I guess I'm the Mystic guy.
Yeah, sure.
All right, I'll get on the Mystic guy. Oh, here it is. Speaking of, okay, we got Pollux. He is a green or blue. He's a 2/2. If a citizen you control has attacked this turn, engage. You may cast target 1-cost spell from your limbo pile without paying its soul cost. Abolish it on resolution.
I love it.
Okay.
That's so cool. It's a really interesting human card. I don't know about it in control decks, which I think is fine. We kind of wanted to go away from a control meta. Control's been way too good for way too long.
Yeah. It forces you to attack.
The force attack trigger.
This is exactly what we were wanting from the original. This is exactly what we were wanting.
Abolish is on resolution. I think it's still a very good card. I think it's very reasonable.
Yeah.
I could see it in a really cool shell with undead cards.
Yep.
Where you like attack with your undead and sack that undead before it deals damage.
Yep. I was worried about it after the last one. This one basically took everything.
Really small stat line, dies to literally everything.
It's great. I love it.
I think it's good. I think it's a balanced card. I think it's still very good, very playable.
Remember before it added to hand? I feel like on this effect, maybe it could add to hand, but honestly, probably not. No, that might still be too good.
Yeah, I could see this debatably being too good. I might want to see like engage and pay 1.
Yeah, maybe. Super playable card. It is way more balanced than before, so I'm interested to see how it plays. All right, Estrid. Estrid costs a blue or green, 5/7.
And 1.
And 1, right, yep. When Estrid destroys an 11-year card, reveal the top card of your deck. If it is a citizen, return target citizen to its owner's hand. Spell, draw 2. Ooh. Tether, draw 1, then you may destroy target tether. Okay, so this is some like, this looks like a tether hate, but actually pretty mainboardable. That said, this thing needs to destroy an 11-year card. So how is this guy going to do that? He doesn't have sidestep. He doesn't have anything like that.
Very interesting. We've seen the first 2 mystics we've seen have been attack focused mystics.
They also may be trying to push a like top of deck thing more in the set, which I think could be really cool. And maybe there's some spells that would help Estrid get in there. But cool card.
I mean, but never destroys the 11-year card. Draw 2 though.
Yeah, like
it's a spell.
These are solid effects.
Are very relevant.
All the effects are good.
I really like him.
The thing about him, he only taps for green in the soul row.
Yeah, I think that's kind of good because I don't think you want him to add blue or becomes really good in a human aggro style deck.
I guess that's a fair point. Yeah, you're right.
Glance, I really like him.
I do like this card.
How good he is, but I really like this.
I like him. I like Estrid. Seems cool. All right,
I could maybe see giving him a.
I should be letting you handle this. You're good at this. Okay. Branwyn. Okay, we got a new Branwyn.
Before anything, I love the art.
Yep, me too. So it's a 9/7, 1 blue. Attack. Okay, I'm loving all of the attack, destroy. Yep, this is good.
One of the biggest things that means more brutality than is you want attack effects.
Yep.
That's what needs to be up. Yep.
And where that feedback came from, by the way, is we have been playing control decks, and we know that in the community and the design team, people want to try to move away from that, or at least keep people attacking, keeping the mechanics of the game flowing. Hopefully these things help with that.
Kryptik is a game that's designed around combat, and the way the meta has kind of evolved over the last couple of sets has been not as combat focused and more engine focused.
Yeah. So trying to make the engines be combat focused is very good. Keep
it also forces the games to end.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's see what it does. You may cast a spell from your soul row without paying its soul cost, then abolish it after resolution. What? Short time 3. Attack. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck and add all spell cards to your hand. Send the rest to your limbo pile.
We have an issue.
This is broken. Wait, does that mean you can cast like seeds for free?
Yes.
Yeah, that's too good. That's
I think immediately attack. You may cast a spell from your soul with soul value like 3 or less, probably. Maybe 4
Yeah,
or
yeah,
less.
maybe 4 or less probably too good even. Maybe like 3 or less, because 4 or less you just start like jamming like.
Yeah, but there needs to be some limit on that, because there are a lot of worlds where you go like turn 1 ramp piece, turn 2 Brandwind, turn 3 cast whatever 5 drop spell you feel
Yeah.
like.
Also, this limits design for future sets. Like that's
Yep.
if it
It
can do
means
that.
you can never add some sort of behemoth style spell.
Yeah, and I personally really want them to print a behemoth style spell. That'd be dope.
Yep.
So all right.
I should.
We're recording. You don't need to mess
Yeah.
with that. We're good.
No, I meant to make a list. I'll do it later.
Yeah, fair. That's fair.
Okay.
All right. Okay, letting you handle it. Okay. New Ozara. Okay, so 1 green, steadfast, attack, draw 1, then look at the top card of your deck. Place it on the top or bottom of your deck. Short time 3, draw 2. Interesting card. Actually, could be sweet. Maybe even like a green. We were wanting to build green aggro decks and stuff.
Mid.
Yeah, like I don't know if you play this, especially if they add like a green 1-cost ramper. This card, like if we play this on turn 2, if you can play it on turn 2, then it's good. If you play it on turn 3, mid.
Probably too slow.
Yeah, but
at a glance though, I think it's fine.
Seems playable. Give it a. Okay, here's the new Rosa. Here we go. Okay. So 2 blue-green, attack, draw 1. Rosa attacking. All right. Let's see. Draw 1, then place a card from your hand on top of your deck. Cool. Dies. Return target citizen to the top of its owner's deck. Okay. Blue-green. So
Mid.
Yeah, sadly does seem
Rosa
mid.
has been the most mid. Every single Rosa card has been mid.
What are you talking about? Original Rosa's goated.
That's gone.
I played that original one so much competitive. You can't say Rosa mid and move on. The first Rosa was good.
Yeah, she was good during Genesis.
Yeah, thank you. All right,
I don't know if she's good anymore.
No, we don't need to keep talking. Let's just move on. Yeah, she was good during Genesis. All right. So Imara and Moxie. Okay. We got a twins card. 2 green. Attack. Name a card and then reveal the top card of your deck. If the card is the named card, then return target citizen to its owner's hand, and another target citizen cannot block this turn.
Effect needs to be better.
Yeah. Especially how much
it requires setup and stuff.
Yeah.
It costs a lot. I like the idea behind the attack trigger. The payoff just needs to be better.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, especially when you're not in doubloon colors. If it was in doubloon colors, where you can't like blind name doubloon and have a higher hit chance.
Mm-hmm.
But meh.
Or maybe even let her be defensive, attack or block. I don't know. We'll
yes.
Yes.
At a glance, so far like the worst card we've seen.
Yeah, probably. All right, Jaturna. 2 blue-green. Ravenous, sidestep, nice. Enter, put target citizen on the bottom of its owner's deck. Oh my god. Short time 2. Target, that's too good. Wait, no, it's short time 2 though.
Yeah.
That,
It is fun.
This card's insane.
ETB putting it on the bottom of his deck.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's insane. I think it's a very, very good card. I don't think it's busted.
I do like that, it's a very aggressive card too. You're attacking. This is Mystic, aggressive. This is...
I think this is like a solid AA+.
Yeah, I guess I agree with that. I'm not looking at it and being like, definitely too broken, but I mean, potentially needs to be changed.
I think this, yeah, exactly. See what we do with testing and stuff.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things too is if you can flicker this thing.
Maybe this doesn't need Ravenous or something like that, right? Like
if you can't like reuse the enter over and over, reusing the enter over and over seems really, really good.
Yeah.
It only needs 1 green too.
Yeah.
If we get to like that flicker deck that humans has kind of been working towards, as we saw during the human somewhat.
Yeah. I mean, really at Worlds, I was playing. What's the blue-green 5-drop I was playing? Muriel.
Yeah, Muriel.
I was playing Muriel as a removal spell. This is a little bit better to say the least. The fact that also the sidestep on it is also insane. Crazy good card. Okay, I have never seen the Mystic Behemoth. So.
I don't remember what he did though.
Yeah, I don't at all. So we got Thrawn, Mystic Citizen Behemoth. The 3 blue, green, blue, orange. Best color. Immutable, eager, tenacious, ravenous. Your opponents cannot cast 11-year cards. Whenever this citizen destroys an 11-year card, you may add a spell from your limbo pile to your hand. Whenever you cast a spell, you may add a copy of it to the effects pile. Oh my god, that's so good.
So immediately, this is probably a Kryptik rules thing. Can we change targets for the copy? I assume so.
I would assume so.
But
Yeah,
it doesn't say that. If we go by purely Magic rules, you can't.
That's fair. I guess we'll ask. I don't know. Yeah, it looks really, really good.
Once again,
he has your opponents cannot cast 11-year cards. Oh, I guess they add them to their hand.
Yeah.
So that's not actually like that crazy or anything.
Yeah. Eager, tenacious, ravenous, great keywords.
Yeah, crazy keywords. So yeah, I mean, seems good. I love
at 9.
At
a 9, he's another relevant one because Mystics will traditionally control out the board state.
Totally.
And get to turn 9.
And his effect is really powerful. That said, he does cost 9, so like it depends on what you're able to keep in hand.
We're hard to get an opinion on these behemoths because we don't know how
exactly
they feel
how
at their cost.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. All right, that's Mystic.
Go. Now on to the Undead. Let's see what we got here. Watch me whip.
Nice.
One cost.
You weren't ready. You weren't ready for whip.
One costs 2/2. Dies. At the start of your first phase, put the system on its limbo pile onto the island engaged.
Ha. Huh.
We'll see what we have to go with that.
I mean, sack effects, that's interesting.
With Gertrude?
Yeah. Interesting.
Okay.
It doesn't tap for both colors in the Soul Row, though.
One of my things, too. So remember the Aoghaz Devoured stuff? I think this he's played in Aoghaz a ton.
Right. Okay. Yeah, interesting card.
My boy.
Ooh, Leaf.
Why does he have hair?
Good for him. It's a younger Leaf.
2 cost 6/6.
Or a hair transplant.
Why is there quotation marks? Not okay. Whatever. When Leaf destroys an 11-year card, you may engage target citizen. It does not disengage your opponent's next disengage step. Dies. You may put the top 2 cards of your deck into your limbo pile or destroy tether. Target.
You may put the top 2 cards of your deck into the limbo pile or destroy target. Oh, I see. They're not quite.
I assume tether.
I'm gonna assume tether as well. Destroy target. Mother of God, it's the best card printed.
Destroy target player.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so probably target tether.
Tether.
Meh. I'd say meh. It kind of meh. Yeah. Like the destroy an 11-year effect is fine.
Always saying 2 costs 5/7. Maybe you sack a citizen, probe 1. Okay. Short line 4 attack. You may sack a citizen if you do draw 1.
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah, fine. Taps for both colors, sure. Yeah. Here we go, Molimo. Let me read Molimo. Can I read Molimo?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you. Molimo. It's a 5/5, 1 green-black. This citizen gets +1/+1 for every citizen in your limbo pile. Cool. Sacrifice a citizen, draw 1, then discard a card. Oh my god! Short time 4, 1. Tenacious, and +2/+2 instead.
For each citizen you control.
Free sack draw? Oh, and discard, I guess.
Discard. Right. So free sack probe.
I don't know. Why doesn't it say probe? I guess to balance it, so you can't just sack without drawing.
Probably for the probe effects, maybe.
I feel like it could just say probe to be less wordy, but fair enough. I mean, free sack effect. These are things we've wanted, so card's sweet.
I think it's balanced for free sack effect, honestly.
You know what could be cool on it? Like, sidestep and he can't attack.
Oh! It's not a mage trigger, you have to draw discard.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. So they did that to balance it instead of probe. Yeah.
I like it. I think it's good.
Yeah.
3 costs is maybe a bit much for what decks are going to actually want this.
Right.
I mean, it's a great card. I think 3 just might make it a little bit too expensive to see active play.
Yeah, I agree. Interesting, though. I'm glad they're doing this. I hope there's more effects like that. All right.
Fleur.
Oh, yeah, Bees isn't here.
Ravenous, sack 2 citizens and engage. Destroy target citizen.
That's good.
At 4.
It's 4.
He's a 4 cost, 1 triple black. 10 times.
Right. And he doesn't have Eager, so.
So it's kind of like a double Gertrude.
Yeah, it costs. Yeah, basically 2 Gertrudes. Okay, I mean, really good effect. Does cost 4. No eager.
Needs test. I need to test it.
Yeah, we'll definitely. That's a test. Cool card.
You also get to destroy targets and making them sack
Yeah,
something.
that's nuts. All right,
Vidar.
Vidar. Cool.
1 triple green, 9/9 sidestep. Once per
Okay.
turn, when you put citizen control with total soul cost of 2 or less, it's put to your limbo pile from the island. You may return that citizen to the island at the start of the next end phase. Shut down 3, total soul cost of 4 or less.
Okay. Does he
So
count himself at short time 3? Is that what that implies?
whenever once per turn, when the citizen you control was. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty insane. That's actually pretty insane.
That might need to be another citizen with total soul cost 4 or less.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I don't
I have
know,
a
because
feeling
like
that wasn't
an aggressive.
intended.
Yeah, maybe it's not intended. I guess we'll see. But
Yeah.
I do like the idea of like mono green aggro getting these tools that it's needed.
Also, just another thing too to like bring back your things like your sack.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I like it. Good card.
Samara, 2 triple green, 13/12. They're the same cost as old Samara? I think so. I think you might shoot 3 double green though. Whatever.
Maybe. Yeah. All
At
right.
the start of your first turn, you may return target undead citizen with total cost 4 or less from your limbo pod to the island. Short time 3 gains eager.
Short time 3 it gains first.
So whenever you reanimate, gains eager.
First. So you need to play her. She needs to survive her turn, and then she's insane. But she needs to survive her turn, and she does nothing until then.
Yeah.
So,
you can destroy. You target something, so you can interact with it. But she targets like Minute Meander.
Mm-hmm. I mean, good card.
Good card.
I don't know. She might just like she might just suffer from. There's better, cheaper cards. That's all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She suffered when she's competing with Zilla and Pluto.
Things with death effects. Things that when your opponent kills them, they get value. You get value or things like that. So, cool card though.
Yeah. Okay, so this was this was like the problem card.
Yeah, here we go. You read it. He doesn't have the right. That's right. He doesn't have the orange. Okay.
It's 3 triple green, triple black. Immutable side. ETB control all their citizens.
Yep.
Enter first phase. He has some effects as he used to, but he says undead this time.
It gains eager.
Return target undead citizen from your limit pod of the island. It gains eager.
Did it used to gain eager?
I don't remember. I don't think. No.
I don't think it did. Yeah. I mean, I guess we'll
At
test
9,
it. I still think it's probably too good.
Yeah, because the issue with this is you can just turbo it out.
Yeah, like you build a deck entirely around. Like I would build a deck entirely around this.
Probably, if this doesn't change, a deck that will probably end up bringing to a trial or something is a white, green, black Turbo Wolfric deck.
Yeah, the Turbo Wolfric just sounds like it sounds.
I mean, one of the basics too is he doesn't have a condition on his reanimate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, he says undead now. So
undead, which helps a lot. Don't get us wrong.
Yeah, he didn't say that. Yeah, so now you can just like bring back a Druac or something.
Yeah.
So
we gotta test it. To me, it still looks like an S tier though.
I think with the undead limiter, I think it might be fine.
Mm-hmm. It still looks like an S tier though, and S tier is where we're like start to be like, I don't know, that could be unbalanced.
I think that it gains eager text needs to be removed.
Yeah. Should we have been rating? Random thought in the middle of our video here. Should we have been rating things the whole time? I don't think so because it's a quick.
I think we only rate things that are like A and S. Like,
yeah, I feel maybe on the actual set release we can do.
I think on actual release we do a tier list.
Yeah, let's do that. All right, carry on.
Yeah. So that's Undead.
Undead done.
Now we have the Piscean.
Okay, so this is Kalino. For a blue, you get a 3/3. When this card is abolished, you may destroy target tether. Engage and abolish. Abolish the top card of your deck. If it is a citizen with a total soul cost of 3 or less, you may put it onto the island. So initially I was going to be like, sideboard card. Actually, that effect could be pretty insane in like the Mystic Manipulate top of deck.
Yeah, I think this is a classic Piscean that might be better, not Piscean.
Yeah, this is a Piscean out of Piscean. A fish out of water is what we'll call it.
Yep.
Dude, I just thought of that. That's good. That's good. All right, good card. Pow. Piscean Citizen. For a black 5/3, when this citizen is abolished from the deck or limbo pile, you may put it onto the island. Short time 4, it gains eager. Crazy good card. Piscean needs more effects like this. They're really
not from hand though.
Not from hand, which that's how they balanced it because that would have been way too good. I love them trying to incentivize you to like build a limbo pile more with your Piscean deck, because that like never happens.
This?
I can, but once again, this might be a fish out of water where you play this in Undead and play like Tua, right? Like this.
Well, here's the issue. This might actually be a problem because if you get 2 of them, a sack outlet and a plunder 2 effect, you can loop them.
Oh, you just think of an infinite combo.
Yeah.
With Malamo.
Yeah. So if you have the sack outlet in play, a plunder 2 effect, and 2 like 2 pows, or if there's a plunder 1 effect somewhere like you can repeat, you get infinite loop.
Right. Yeah, because you do need a plunder thing. Yeah, I guess we need to find the piece that abolishes it. But yeah, you're right.
There
Potentially,
is that abolishes that plunders 2.
Just for free always.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because it's plunder 2.
It might be plunder 3 actually.
Okay, plunder 3. You'd need 3 of these. That starts to be less of an issue. But even then, they don't really seem to want actual factual infinite combos. So.
Well, it would. Yeah, we'll see. But the only for sack outlet right now is draw 1 discard, so you just be able to discard your whole deck.
I mean, like S tier for this card though. This is like super broken potential. Good. I mean, maybe A tier. I don't know. Really good card.
We'll see. Needs testing. Yeah. Like everything in this, it needs testing.
Yeah, that's good card though. Zernix, 6/5, blue black. Enter. Abolish the top card of your deck. Then you may abolish up to 1 card from each player's limbo. Okay. While you own 10 or more abolished cards, the citizen gains +2/+2 in sidestep. Short time 3. Attack. If an opponent controls a tether, draw 2.
Just before people yell at me, I think Zernix is the one that's plunder 2.
Zernix is the one that has.
Not Visho.
The
original one.
Right.
We'll see.
All right.
So people don't yell at me.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay. I mean, sideboard card. The fact it has like Limbo 8 is fine.
Here's the thing: a lot of the time, though, you're just gonna want to destroy their tether instead of just like getting value off of it.
Well, I mean, I guess we don't know what tethers are, but maybe there's tethers that you give to your opponent. Like you play it and it goes under your opponent's control. Maybe there's things like that.
Maybe this is tether. Like whenever it gets destroyed, something happens.
Yeah. All right. Clarky. Clarky is a 6/6, costs 1 and a black. If the citizen would die, you may plunder 2 to return it to its owner's hand instead. That makes the infinite combo, doesn't it?
No, because it goes to your hand.
Yeah, but we don't have infinite mana.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Attack. Abolish the top 2 cards of your deck and choose a citizen. Abolish it this way. Combine the abolished citizen attack and defense with this citizen's until end of turn.
It seems like you can deck yourself really fast.
Yeah, I mean,
This is a draft card.
Sorry, Clarky. Yeah, draft card. Yeah, good for you, Clarky. Draft card.
I think it's a great draft card.
Yeah, we draft you, Clarky. Hokyo.
Hobako.
Howako, exactly. It's a 5/5 for 1 and a blue. Sidestep, nice. Enter. You may abolish the top card of your deck to draw 1. Really nice. While you own 10 or more abolished cards, the citizen gains +3/+3 and eager.
10 abolished cards is pretty hard.
I mean, that's really good.
I think this is a solid B+.
Yeah, this is a good card. Good for, like, good aggressive Piscean right there. Nice. That's a fish in water. And potentially out of water.
Oh, we're seeing a 3-cost Makanui!
Oh, Makanui! What?
We got the 3-cost Genesis Rewards.
Oh my god, amazing. I love it. What? So does that mean we're going to get a 3-cost Druac Overlord? I hope so.
Probably.
Okay. So 1 blue-black. Ravenous, 8/8. So, whenever a card you own is abolished, deal 2 damage to target citizen and opponent controls. Blue-black into Silro. Kind of like
2 damage might not be enough.
Yeah, might not. That might not be.
I think change the 2 to a 3 and it's good.
Sure. Or they seem to be wanting to put short time on a lot of these Pisceans. Maybe give a short time effect, something like that.
Yeah, maybe short time effect.
I understand them playing it safe since, costs 3 and
although to be fair,
keep in mind, with doubloon that's 4 damage, so.
No, yeah.
Doubloon 4 damage. So if you're balancing around that, that's pretty hard to balance around because you don't want doubloon to deal. Yeah, maybe there's like a once per turn clause.
Doubloon deal 2 and doubloon deal 4. I think that's better.
Maybe
I
it's
think
like
doubloon deal 4. I think a 2 is fine.
Yeah. Playable card.
Yep.
Cool. Wait, there's more.
A bunch. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's the Overlord, the 3-cost Overlord.
It's a lot more. Okay. Alika, a 1 blue-black, steadfast 7/9. Whenever a card would enter a limbo pile, it is abolished instead. Ooh. Short time 4. This citizen cannot be targeted. That might be too good. That's too good.
Yeah, you have to let hate pieces be interactable with.
An uninteractable hate piece is just pretty ridiculous because it can't be targeted by anything. So that's that's just like broken.
I would maybe put like spells that target it cost like 1 or 2 less or something. Maybe help it let protect itself.
Sure, give it like a taxing effect, but making it so you straight up can't interact. That's just not good gameplay because you can't interact. That's not good.
Because I'm an undead deck.
It's not healthy.
And you play a hate piece I can't interact with. It's not healthy.
Yeah, it's not healthy. So yeah, hate this card.
The effect, wonderful.
Super important effect. I'm glad they're doing it. I hope it gets changed. That's
Short time 4 is also really easy.
Short time 4 is literally nothing. So they basically want it
like
to not
short
be.
Time, if it was like short time 2 or something, I'd be like.
Yeah, they basically seem to want it to be able to not be targeted because it makes sense. They've had people asking for a year to be like, we need graveyard hate, but this ain't it. This ain't it. I guess put it that way.
Just on a quick
short time 4.
Makanui, sidestep for Piscean. Piscean needs sidestep.
Yeah, maybe give this like short time 0 or something ridiculous like that. Maybe I'd be okay with that.
I just don't think it needs to be interactable with.
Yeah, I'd prefer a card, but like cards like Malka, for instance, that's already pushing the line because she's super easy to make it so you can't interact with her.
But that's a value piece.
That's a value piece, exactly. Not a hate piece that instantly locks someone out of the game. Still, Sheeps pushes that line, and this is just this is more so. So, All right, let's move along. Kanuha. Ooh, new Kanuha, one of my favorite cards. 6/6, 1 blue. You may cast this citizen anytime you could cast a spell. Nice. Blue-black and abolish target citizen you control. Put this citizen onto the island from your hand, and the citizen gains eager. Interesting. Oh, wait, that's actually really good, and that works really well with other Kanuhas. So you can attack. You can play the old Kanuha, attack, and then for 1 abolish it, deal 5 to something, play this, attack. Yeah, that's interesting.
It's really interesting that 1 drop that when it's abolished comes back too.
Yeah, only tapping for blue could make it hard in the kind of decks that actually want to play this, but interesting card.
I mean, just swapping it out for like a human in response to like a capital punishment or something.
Right, you can do that at. Okay, yeah, that's pretty insane. Good card.
I like it. I actually really like the card.
I dig it. New Druac. 7/7, 2 and a black. Sidestep. Enter. Abolish the top 2 cards of your deck and then deal damage equal to the combined total soul cost of the abolished cards to target citizen. Short time 3 equal to 2 times. That might be too good, potentially. Potentially.
The thing is, in a Piscean style deck, you're going to have 11 doubloons in your deck. Or a lot of doubloons. Your average cost is going to be like 2 or 3.
Yeah, but what if you build a deck around having a bigger average cost?
But if you're doing that, then you're taking that downside. I like him. He's a really cool card design.
Yeah, I don't know. Good card. You're right. I don't know. Need to play with it.
I kind of don't like the randomness of it, though.
Yeah, but like you're very likely to, let's say, hit 4 or something like that. Like,
exactly.
So that's pretty good. And short time 3, that starts to be insane.
I like him being in black though, because I think he'd be way too good.
It's mainly the thing, him having sidestep is what like concerns me, because you can like playing him, killing your opponent's Wayland, and having a sidestep blocker. That's really good. Good card. Though.
I'm glad he's in black, so you can't
just play him in humans.
No, in the Mystic top deck.
Oh right.
Top card manipulation.
I wonder if we could just play this in like Ascendant Turbo Aggro. I don't know. 3 drops a lot though. Interesting card. I like it.
And in Turbo Aggro, you're gonna be hitting really.
I hope there's a new Tua. Okay. Zaku, 11/9, 1 blue-black, 1 Zaku destroys an 11 your card. Each player abolishes the top card of their deck. Until the end of turn, you may cast a card abolished this way without paying its soul cost. Whoa!
Wait, this is just nerfed Makanui.
I love it, because he doesn't have Eager himself.
He's destroyed 11 your card.
He needs to untap and then attack. That said, maybe with Tiberius, like giving him Eager, or even like Camilla, maybe it's too good. It might be too good, to be honest. But
he's destroying 11 your card, not an attack trigger.
Yeah, that's true. And he doesn't have any evasion or tenacious himself.
He's only one of the 2 cards too, not both of them.
Scary card though. It's probably just like, solid card.
A solid card. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Zonesh. a 2 blue-black solo tenacious. We got the solo keyword on this one. Okay. Blue-black. You may abolish target citizen with a cost of 5 or less from any limbo pile. Whoa. This citizen gains the abolished citizen's abilities until end of turn. Oh
How
my
does that
god.
work with solo?
Well, solo is you can only activate her ability once per turn. But doesn't that mean you can do it on your turn and your opponent's turn? I guess it's only until end of turn.
Yeah.
Uh,
The way that works with giving her other activated abilities, though, with solo, I'd have to read how solo was worded exactly, but
I'm pretty sure the intent though is that you can only activate her.
well, I think it's more so you can't have multiple Zanashas.
Yeah. That
With
seems
doing that,
really good. Because
I don't
imagine
know
targeting your opponent's Zilla or like your own.
cost 5 or less keeps it kind of limited.
I guess that's true. Actually, wait, you're right. You can't target the big overlords, but you can target the new 5-drop overlords, and it could like, I don't know. This card's really interesting.
It's very interesting.
That's like a build around.
Historically, in like Magic, cards that steal abilities tend to be very strong.
Especially this one, since it's an instant speed graveyard hate, with more relevant tech. I don't know. I like it.
I really like the card design. I don't know where to put it on how good.
Yeah, I don't, and I also don't. It definitely has big fish out of water energy as well.
Yeah,
But I like it. Okay, here's the new Aoghaz. 13-12 for 2 blue-black, blue-black, blue-black. Sidestep. Enter. You may place up to 5 cards from your abolished pile to your limbo pile. Whoa, that's good. Then deal 2 damage to target citizen for each card placed in your limbo pile this way. Short time 3 damage. Okay, this card's great. That's
enter 5 cost deals 10. Here's the issue though. A lot of the Piscean cards want you to just keep your cards in your abolish.
to be honest, I was thinking it went to your deck at first, even though I said limbo. Because putting from your abolish to your deck would be exactly what Piscean, like, that would be great.
I would actually really like that.
Yeah, right?
Putting it into abolish from deck would be really, really cool.
It might be too good at that, but
the issue then is that you're taking cards out of your abolished.
True.
Which you don't really want to do with Piscean that much.
Interesting though. I mean, the thing is that you could have like it turns on your plunder effects, right, from your limbo, which is they don't.
I mean, one of the really cool things too is like if you abolish like a Kanuha, you can put the Kanuha back in limbo so you can plunder it again.
Yeah, I think it's really good because the Piscean has a really big issue with getting cards in the limbo pile.
Hear me out. Your graveyard's full. Play a Tua, play a Raz, then play another Tua.
Yeah, that's sick. Yeah, I think Aoghaz is really good. I like it.
I think it's cool. It's once again a card I don't really know how to put on the goodness scale, but I really like it.
It's something I think Piscean has wanted. I like it. New Akami, and she costs more now. Okay, so she's a 12/13, 3 blue-black. Eager. At the end of your turn, put target abolished citizen you own with a total soul cost of X or less onto the island. X is equal to the number of cards you abolished this turn. Short time 3. Attack. Abolish up to 3 cards from any combination of limbo piles. Ooh. Okay. Target So, yeah, that seems quite good. And she taps for blue-black in the Soul Road, really importantly. That seems good.
Yeah, 1 doubloons gives you an X less of 2.
Yeah.
2 doubloons is 4.
But you do really want to get her attack trigger on, and she is
eager to do it.
She costs quite a bit though for.
I think this is like the card definition of a Piscean that I'm going to see played a lot, but it shouldn't be played.
Yeah, I think she's more of like a build around, right? Like, I like it though. She could be really good.
Yeah, I think this is a textbook definition of the 51st Piscean, right?
Maybe like treat her like a fish out of water. Maybe like play her in an aggressive deck.
Turn on abolished and stuff.
Yeah. I don't. But you don't even need to turn on that much though, because abolish 3, you can play a 3-drop. Like, I don't know, interesting.
Interesting card.
Yeah, I like it. Tanifa, a new one. Okay, it's a new overlord for Pisceans. Oh right, it's the 9-drop. Okay. 17/18, 3 triple blue, triple black. Immutable, steadfast, ravenous, tenacious.
I wanted to say this real quick. Only one that so far they've seen that doesn't have an eager.
You're right. Okay, so how do they make up for
That'd
that?
be good, actually.
Your opponent's spells have Plunder 6 as an additional cost to cast them? I don't know about that. Cards your opponents control on the island do not disengage during their disengage phase. Plunder 2. Engage target citizen. That seems too good.
I think you need to remove that first line of text, and she's still good.
Yeah, agreed. That first line of text is she just instantly wins the game. Because you play cards that...
You still got some citizens.
Oh, wait, you're right. That's true. Okay, I don't know. Even then, because you can't I don't know. The fact that she's shutting off spells and tapping your opponent's citizens is, like, that's pretty hard to deal with. I guess we'll have to test her. She does cost 9.
She has Ravenous, and she does a lot of damage, too, after she taps down everything your opponents have.
And Piscean has a pretty hard time hitting those big numbers, so she'd need to go in a deck that's not really Piscean, but how would she fit? I don't know. Interesting. Ooh, actually, that works with your infinite combo.
Yeah, it does. Plunder 2 effect. I was waiting for you to finish, I was going to say that.
Yeah. So that... There it is. There's an infinite combo. We've cool.
Yeah.
That said, if the infinite combo is attached to a card that costs 9, maybe that's not that bad, but...
Yeah. But I think there's 2 costs that can do it.
Yeah. Alright. Okay, that's Piscean. There's the fish.
Boop. Do you want to... Now we got the Druac cards.
Here we go.
What happened to you, Smorehead?
Whoa. She's seen better days.
1 cost 4/4. Enter, attach that part of your deck face down to the citizen. It counts as an attached citizen. Okay. Short time 4, detach 1. The citizen cannot be blocked. Fine. Ooh, can't be blocked if we detach 1.
I guess that's true.
This would be really good if that
You're
like,
right.
aggro Druac decks.
Yeah. I guess we could mess with an aggro Druac deck. You're right.
The attaching something face down to it's very interesting. I'm curious how it interacts with Sacha Beamar.
Great point. I didn't even really notice it was face down. Yeah. Cool.
I assume you get to drop the Sacha Beamar.
Cool design direction. Okay. Yeah, I'd assume so.
Greg!
Grieg, you mean?
No, I'm calling him Greg. His name is Greg now.
Grieg is good.
1 costs 3/5. When the citizen has a citizen attached to it, all spells cost 1 more to cast.
Whoa!
4 times 3 all opponent spells.
Speaking of aggro Druac.
Well, this citizen, so you have to touch something to him.
True. And again, it's just spells, so maybe like a Druac deck that's trying to not play very many spells as well.
But it makes your caps cost 1 more.
Yeah, but maybe you're trying to not play cap. I don't know. Interesting card. And the short time 3, yeah, I don't know. Might be good enough, but Druac, it's pretty hard to find room for cards, so maybe not. I don't know.
Mikhail, 2 cost 5/7 solo. Okay. When it is detached, give target system +2/+2/+2 inside until end of turn.
Whoa.
Short time 4 attach, trigger this card detach effect.
Whoa. Okay.
They seem to be really leaning into this aggro Druac.
I like it. I like the direction towards all these like attack more pieces for the other archetypes. I dig it.
Jamie Druac, 7/5, 2 cost solo. Another when the citizen is detached effect.
Okay.
You may look at the top 5 cards of your deck and add a card from among them into your hand, and the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. Short time 4 attack triggers card's detach effect.
Oh, that card seems great.
I mean, you
do need to get it attached though.
It's a better Sacha Beamar.
Yeah, that's crazy. Sacha Beamar doesn't tap for both colors in the sword either, right? Taps for just white. Yeah, yep. So
better Sacha Beamar.
That's crazy. Actually, it's so much better. It taps for green, which you need triple green, not really.
Here's the thing too. Now Jamie and Sacha Beamar, so like you can trigger them both each turn.
Oh, that's pretty crazy.
Might be an issue.
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
Sacha Beamar is already a borderline issue. If you can do 2 Sacha, so you play both.
Strictly better, strictly way better Sacha Beamar.
I mean, and you play them both, so you can trigger both of them because I'm both off solo.
Yeah, that's true. Wow. All right.
Okay, I doubt it, but I'm so curious if this like all these Druac like getting corrupted is like lore has anything to do with lore.
Oh, you're right.
I completely doubt this is all AI art, but what if it does though?
I don't know. It's got to be intentional in some way, right? But I guess we'll see. They could just be fucking with was.
Yeah. 2 cost 6/6. When it destroys the limit your card, draw 1, probe 1. Then attach X citizens from your limbo pile to target citizen you control. X is equal to the number of target opponents destroyed 11 your cards. Detach 2 to destroy target tether.
Seems playable, I guess. Especially in like
Seems
an aggro.
playable, but it seems like a card that doesn't quite make the cut.
Yeah. Maybe some sideboard thing. We don't know enough about Tethers. Maybe we should have started with Tethers, to be honest, but whatever. Too late. We're doing it this way. Okay. Yep. Oh, here we go.
Here's our 3 cost Grail. 3 costs of some sidestep, engage and detach 4. Abolish target 11-year card?
Holy shit.
So we have to engage her and detach 4.
Detach 4 is pretty hard though. That's not nothing. But still, like we've been talking about an aggro Druac deck. That's
good. It
good.
Abolishes the 11-year cards so they don't get it.
It's yeah, like, that's good, man.
They did that thing too. That's also been the thing I've been discussing a ton. Is abolishing 11-year cards.
Yeah, I love it. That's really cool. Okay.
Side note, the Wicker Axe like works because AI art moment where like kind of has the top part, but then like fades into the trees.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, there's so much this Druac look corrupted. This has to be somewhat intentional.
Yeah. Interesting.
Shamar, 3 cost 8/8, detach 1. Target citizen loses a keyword of your choice, and this citizen gains that keyword until the end of turn.
Whoa.
Short time 4 loses all keywords. The citizen gains all keywords until the end of turn.
Interesting. So against the new behemoths.
Yeah, I think a lot of times you're targeting your own citizens with this detach effect.
I mean, being able to target your opponent's behemoths could be good. The thing is if they're playing behemoths, you're probably already dead anyway. But
you can remove the eager from it?
Yeah, you can remove the eager. You can remove immutable.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
I guess so. Interesting.
Because it won't be you can't do it from on the stack.
Oh wait, you're right. Good talk.
I think a lot of times.
Wait, doesn't immutable make it so they can't be like destroyed though?
No.
Okay.
It can't be countered, and it can't be cheated into play. Is basically what it says.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah, I think like targeting your own like Ravenous guy after the Ravenous guy already attacked.
Yeah, you're right.
To give Shamar Ravenous.
We're gonna have to try some like aggro direct deck or something.
Kamago. 3 costs 0/12.
Nice.
When it blocks, calculate damage using its defense instead of its attack. Block, draw 1.
Wish it had sidestep.
Yeah, sidestep might be a bit too good though.
Sidestep might be too good. Yeah, but at the same time, like screw sidestep. Sidestep.
I mean, just attach a Timmy to it.
I guess that's true. It's pretty easy to give it sidestep. I mean, card is cute. The issue with cards like this is your opponent has to chooses when to give you the value. So you are just not getting attacked until they remove it, if that's what's happening, and then nothing happened except it got removed. You could argue he's good because they have to remove it, but like then you don't get any value and you spent.
Or they just like tap it down.
Yeah, or they just tap it. Like he kind of mid, unless they've added some stuff that makes people attack. Maybe they've added
more stuff like that, like more smoldering embers.
Yeah, maybe there's more smoldering embers type stuff. Then we could be cooking. Maybe there's a build around. We'll see.
Zale.
This AI version of Zale.
I'm sorry, that is a Gith Yankee.
Yeah, you're right. All right, carry on.
4 cost 11/9. Once per turn, detach 1. Directions you control gain eager, sidestep, ravenous, or tenacious till end of turn.
Huh.
So this seems really good multiples.
Yeah.
Although it costs 4. If you can like detach 2, give everything like sidestep ravenous.
Give it like all like the fact it's all direct citizens. And honestly, it might even be too good because you just like, what if you just go wide with a board of 1-drops? I don't know. Interesting card.
I think this is like a one of in a lot of direct decks as a finisher.
Yeah, maybe. Cool card. All right.
Nora. 4 cost, citizen gets +3/+3 for each citizen attached to it. Okay, it's a 7/7/4 by the way. At the start of your first phase, attach citizen from your hand or limbo pile to the citizen. Turn on 3, detach 2, return target citizen to its owner's hand.
Sorry.
No, not good enough.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to go through a whole turn for it before it's like really doing its thing. Still, if you get, I don't know.
Yeah.
People might try it.
Okay, they had to have just like used the original art and just said corrupt this.
Yeah, you're
Because
right.
they're all like the same art, but they all look like a little bit corrupted.
Yeah. This one, you can see the original hair. This is a funny AI one.
This is a lot of text.
Oh god. All right,
Okay.
good luck on this one. Get to it.
5 costs. 11,
you gotta start with the name.
Mickey.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm doing my stretches for reading this.
Yeah, you got this.
Okay, let me just. Solo. Detach X. 1+. Draw 1. 2+. Attach target citizen from your limo pile to your hand. 3+. Return target citizen from the island to its owner's hand. 5. Return target citizen from the island to the top of its owner's deck.
So, detach 1, draw 1. That's really good.
It's solo.
It is solo.
But so what's your turn? What's your opponent's turn?
Also, I mean, the thing is, it costs 5 though. Doesn't tap for both colors in the soul robe, and it adds white, not green. These things matter a lot.
From the island to its owner's hands. Yeah, I don't think it's quite good enough.
But
it's a really cool card though.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I could see people messing with it. Ooh,
Gilia.
This looks cool.
I love this art. Looks sick.
Yeah, this is dope.
5 costs. 13, 12. When the citizen has 3 or more citizens attached to it, it gains engage. Place the citizen attached to a direct citizen you control onto the island. So engage, beast walk, kind of.
Yeah, it costs 5 though. Like that's a lot.
3 citizens that have to get attached to it.
So you basically need to untap and then try to like pop off with it. But I mean, people could try to do it. You could try to do some cute little combo for it, I guess. Like,
yeah, look to cheat an overlord and play, but at 5.
Yeah, because since it already costs 5, why not just be playing the over? I don't know.
Yeah.
Cool art.
Yeah.
Besides the AI part, like kind of messing it up, but whatever. That's fun.
Yep. 5 cost. 12, 13. Attach and detach 2. Target citizen loses all abilities on a turn. The citizen has total slug cost 4 or less. Destroy it instead. Okay. Short time 2. You may sacrifice the citizen to draw a card for each card that was attached to the citizen. Your Druac citizens cannot be destroyed till the end of turn.
Whoa. Okay. Short time 2 is pretty hard to get though.
But it costs 5 triple
cost
green.
5.
Only has green and SR.
And you have to attack to do it without it having eager. Yeah, it seems just another like bit too expensive.
Yeah, there's a lot of these cards too. Like, I think this is an insane limited card.
Yeah, I want to see more cards that attach.
Yeah, that's the thing that I realized. Like none of these things that say attach.
Yeah,
almost all of them are detached stuff.
Yeah, I want to see more stuff that's attaching. But it doesn't look like we're getting it. All right,
we got.
Oh, I was gonna say, I was wondering if it's like a witch thing, almost like a midsummer.
Okay, the Coven incomplete.
Oh.
Druac Citizen Overlord are 9 cost 3 triple green triple white immutable sidestep ravenous eager. Best 3 keywords you can have on 1 card.
Yep.
Your Druac citizens may block while engaged. Wait, does that mean the same citizen can block over and over again? I think so.
Yes.
Enter. Attach 2 citizens from your limo pile and or hand to citizens you control. Citizens you control with attached citizens cannot be blocked. Honestly, kind of underwhelming.
I don't know. I could actually see it being pretty insane. Keep in mind, the can't be blocked part. This means this is a card that lets you play it, send attack with your whole team, and now your opponent can't kill you.
Yeah, that's true actually.
So like, how do they interact with it?
It seemed like a very good card. It just seems kind of underwhelming compared to all the other insane.
A lot of them are really good, true, but
this seems like another one that was like one of in a Druac deck as a finisher.
Yeah. People can just remove it, right? Like does this just get killed like Mortal Bloat or anything like that? Super easy.
I mean, keep in mind, if any faction can protect their overlord, it's Druac.
That's true. Like
between Kroogs, Krails, Moogles.
If you look at it as you have those pieces to protect your overlord, this one could potentially be broken.
I
because
don't
like
know. I mean, here's part of the thing too. In Druac,
Druac getting to
Druac
9 is
can,
hard.
can getting to 9, and even if you when you get to 9, you can kind of just still be doing stuff with all your soul row.
True. The enter
Like Druac's
attached
main
to.
limiting factor tends to be a soul row count, especially with all the like card advantages it has and stuff. So like even like if you get to 9, Druac can oftentimes have better stuff, like somewhat better stuff to do than this.
Maybe it would have pushed this guy as if they added like a detach effect on him as well.
Yeah, or he attached more citizens.
Attaching more might be too good, but like if he himself was like good when he got attached onto something, because he can't be like tricked into play off the attaching. But if he like drawing a card on detach is too good, but maybe something like that, or maybe like deals 1 damage. I don't know, something cute, right?
Yeah.
Maybe something like that would push him because it. How does he work with the Druac engine right now without actually hard playing him? That's tough to do.
Yeah.
So he doesn't really work with the Druac engine. So I guess in that way, maybe he won't work out, but good
He
effect.
has more colors than SR, which is something Drek really like.
Yeah, I really love the idea of this like cult gone wrong Druac in the set though. Like a, a coven approach. This is interesting.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
I think this card probably is a one of in a lot of Drek decks at least though.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to try it.
Yeah.
Nine's a lot in Druac, but cool.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
there's Druac.
So now we have the Aoghaz. So this is our new faction as well as new color. So these are all orange,
Whole new
and
color.
their whole mechanic is devour. So devours normally has a word after it, and it says whenever you cast or gain control of an Aoghaz via reanimation or whatever, you have to sacrifice X citizens.
Huh.
So a lot of the cards that have Devour tend to be really well statted and stuff, from what I remember. I look at these too closely, so we'll see about it, and we'll give a little bit more about what we think about the tribe or faction and the mechanic and stuff after we go through the cards.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, I did not look at the new faction at all from before, so the new devoured stuff is all new.
I've skimmed it.
Right. No,
I know that my
it's
Imogen is in here, and I care about that a lot.
38 cards. We got a lot to go through. This is the biggest stack, right? Yep. So
Yep.
let's get to it.
Okay. So Cusk, one cost 4/4. Devoured. The devouring citizen gains eager.
Probably
Okay.
really good.
Yeah, probably decent. It's a cheap thing made to be devoured, so you play your big devour guy,
Mm-hmm.
get with eager. Seems good.
0 out of the soul row, out of the 11 row. I dig it. It's probably
Yep.
good. We'll see. Depends on what devours.
Scav one cost. You may have any number of cards named Scav in your deck.
Oh.
One cost 2/4. Devoured. You may search your deck for a citizen named Scav and put it onto the island engaged.
Okay.
So this is how you get. So this is obviously how you get your devour fuel.
That's really interesting. Cool. I wonder if there's something that like devours 4 or whatever, and you could like play out like 4 scavs, devour 4, burn them all. Like we'll have to keep going, but could be
Yeah.
card could be
At a
sick.
glance, this is probably like a 15 of in decks like this.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I guess we'll just see what devours, but
Yeah.
probably solid. All right.
Quar. 2 orange, 4/4, toxic, enter draw one.
That's sick.
Seems fun.
Yeah.
Not much to talk about for this.
Yep. Yep. Just that solid value. We take those.
Yep.
Doesn't have sidestep though.
Malaise. 1 cost 3/5 solo, engage citizens with Devour costs 0 less on the turn. I think that's O for orange.
Right. So citizens with devour. That's gotta wait. Again, it depends. But if this is ramp for devour, that's probably great.
I mean, here's the biggest thing: it's all of your citizens.
Yeah.
So if you play this turn 1, turn 2, you tap it, you can pay 21 drop orange citizens.
Yeah. Oh, well, only if you have orange citizens with devour, which we don't know. If
Oh,
there
right,
is that.
yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see if there's 1 drops with devour and stuff.
Another card. It depends on. We've seen a lot of cards. Depends on the support. We're gonna get to that, but they all seem solid. This card seems solid. All right.
Grisil.
Grizzle.
1 cost 5/3. Dies. You control a citizen named. Dies. You control a citizen named Malaise. Return the citizen to the island. Did we see Malaise yet?
No, we haven't. All right, so we're gonna have to see Malaise.
I'm going to soft set this to the side.
Okay, we got our first set to the side because it depends on the other cards.
Yeah, we'll just leave that there. It's a weird spot.
that works. It's fine. Hold like Alt to put the cards that are on top as a maximized view.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing.
So Corpus, 1 cost, 3/3. You may cast it at spell speed. Short time 3. Gain Toxic. Or short time 4.
Okay.
So a flash Toxic blocker if you're on short time.
Sure.
This is really good.
Sure. Yeah. Especially with like that other. Wait, no, he doesn't have Devoured, right? But
Yeah. I mean, if you can you can play an aggro style of this deck.
Yeah. Treat him like a removal spell. Sure.
Sylve, 1 cost 2/2. If another Aoghaz you would be destroyed, you may destroy the citizen instead.
Broken.
Probably, yeah.
Now it doesn't stop abolished or bounce though.
Or put on the bottom of deck.
Yeah, so it does stop Infinity Blade, which is still really good.
We'll see what other spells we have, but we've started to lean towards a lot more of abolish and put on bottom.
Yeah, you're right. Still, really good. Does this mean also combat though? So if it gets like double blocked, yeah. So I mean, seems good. This card's gotta be good.
Yeah,
I'd assume. All right.
Sarvalos.
Do you even lift?
Oh yeah, look at those muscles. 2 cost 6/6. Engage. Reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Put a citizen with a Devour among them into your hand. Put the rest of the bottom of your deck in the order. So engage, kind of draw a card.
That's probably fucking great. Yeah.
Yeah, seems really good.
And so the rest in random order. So it's kind of on the. You don't shuffle your deck back in, so it's not like Chun-Li. This is crazy good. But and it reveals the top 5 as well, which is relevant information for your opponent. Still, it's probably solid. That's good value. Repeatable.
Still, 2 cost 5/7. When another city controls Devoured, draw 1.
Oh.
Short time 3 attack, you may Devour 1. If you deal damage, you can Devour citizens attack target citizens you do not control. This seems like the staple of the deck.
That's pretty sick. That short time is crazy as well.
Yeah, short time's just pretty good. The main the passive effect is the
passive
big
effect is great. Yep, get one trigger off that, and you're pretty happy. And like again, like cheap card. Like this is castable. Yeah, I like it.
Darsh. Ooh, okay. So this is an orange and a white.
All right.
6/6. Enter. Add target citizen from your limbo pile to your hand. You may cast it if it's over to spell till the end of the turn.
So you could play this before combat. Go and do your combat, see how like your opponent's interacting, and then play that citizen at instant speed, which could potentially be good. Or like maybe even they set up a double block, you cast something with devour the creature. I don't know that. Yeah, that could be good.
Seems interesting.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, it's just like an ETB draw card too.
Yeah, exactly. Solid.
Kitensina?
Katensa?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
2 cost orange and a black. Enter, look at your opponent's hand, and discard 1 spell from there.
Holy crap.
That's a staple for the... This is once again an Aoghaz that doesn't play an Aoghaz really that much. Even then, it's just a generic good effect. It probably ceases playing Aoghaz.
Great. Oh, man.
If you're in black.
As like a control player, that scares the crap out of me.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
One thing that we mentioned to them is we need more hand hate. This is a great hand hate.
That said, it doesn't. One thing that hand hate will help with is like behemoths and stuff like that.
Yep.
This doesn't answer behemoths. So
there's only 1 spell. Yeah. So this is closer to like duress for magic.
Yeah, exactly. So like it could end up being it's a sideboard card, but like obviously.
I think it probably sees play in the Ascendant discard deck.
Yeah. There's definitely like. A playable card, that's for sure.
Mar. 2/7/5 green orange or orange green.
Yeah.
Citizen enter. The citizen and another citizen deal combat damage to each other as though in combat.
Oh.
Play 1. The citizen gets +2/+2 till end of turn.
That seems insanely good. Wait, like that's actually crazy good. So you can play this turn 2 and kill your opponent's Wayland.
Yeah, and it's at 7.5. The stat line's really good for that sort of effect.
The stat line might be too good, to be honest. That's crazy good.
At 7, that kills most 3-drops.
Yeah, and like think of this in like the fight spell deck. That could be too good. That's fucking
I
sick.
mean, you could pump it up too to destroy big things.
Yeah. Even just
really cool.
Even just turn 4, making this have 9. Like, yeah, you can play this as a 4-cost removal for like most things. That's insanely good.
Yeah, because you add 2 makes it. And 2 makes it 11 power actually.
Yeah, that honestly might be a bit too good. This one might need to like go down to like a 4/4 or like a 3/3. I don't know. Really
Yeah,
good
we'll
card
see.
though. I like it. I like it.
Gritch. Orange and a blue, 2/4, toxic, devour, draw 1. Seems great.
Yep. Sweet.
Not much to talk about with it.
Yep. Value.
Ooh, this is what cares about the first insane ones. It looks like Cyst.
That
5/5
name though.
sidestep. You may devour 1 instead of playing this citizen soul cost.
Okay, we got our first card with actual devour. So, and you can play it. You can devour for free. So you can turn your 1-drops into this for free, and it's a 5/5 sidestepper. Yeah, seems good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Imagine if you can put like 2 of these in play turn 1 off of that guy that when he dies comes back.
Or 3 of them in play.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. Very good.
Zur Wayland. So this is referred to our Zurs.
Okay.
So 1, an orange and a blue or white. 8/8 sidestep. Engage and sack this citizen. Engage and or disengage up to 2 citizens. Interesting.
It's a 3 power. It's a 3-drop with sidestep, so that makes it playable.
And of note, this is an Aoghaz and human.
Ah, good point. Yeah, interesting card. And its effect can just end games, so probably playable. I don't know. I'm not like seeing the matrix with this card.
It seems fine.
Seems playable.
Zur Thamus. Aoghaz Undead. 1 orange, black, or green. Okay. When a citizen and opponent controls dies, you may put target citizen from your limbo pile into your hand. You may only use this effect once per turn.
Opponent control, yeah.
Seems pretty good.
Yeah. Solid value. Once per turn. Okay.
Seems really good with Gertrude.
Yeah. We're seeing some like really good aristocrat type cards from Aoghaz here, so neat. I'm loving all the different colors mixed in as well. That's sweet.
Mm-hmm. Zersklar. Aoghaz Druac. 1, an orange or a green-white. 8/8. Enter. Attach the top 3 cards of your deck to the citizen. They count as attached citizens.
Okay.
Detach 1. Give target citizen sidestep or ravenous till end of turn. You only use this ability once per turn. Seems pretty good.
Yeah, I mean that seems good. Attached 3, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Zur Python. Ooh, sorry, I gotta go to the spec. Aoghaz Piscean. 1 orange, blue, black. 8/8. Pay a blue or black, abolish target card in a limbo pile.
Oh my gosh.
Pay 3, engage an abolish citizen. Abolish target citizen your opponent controls.
Oh.
Seems great.
Whoa, this card's insane. And importantly, so we've already seen one card that interacts with the limbo pile really well. This card is at least interactable with. You could argue, but turn 6, my opponent can delete 3 things. Yeah, that's rough, but you can remove this, and it's pretty expensive when you need to play it while you hold up. Like, turn 3, that's good, but you need to be paying that blue for that effect to be relevant.
I think this is a great card. I don't see any like overpowered issues with it. It seems.
I think I love it. That said, it's super versatile though. Being able to just be like a card that people will play in the main board because it's also removal. That's super.
I really like that.
Good card. That's probably the best one we've seen so far in terms of like importance.
And purpose and like being fair.
Yeah, I mean, it might even be unfair. I don't know, but at least the other card is like pretty clearly unfair because you can't interact with it. That card,
some of the other one.
That card's at least interactable.
Zurakami, Aoghaz Mystic, pay 1 an orange, black or blue, 10/6. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. Okay. Engage. Put a card from your hand on the bottom of your deck and then draw 1.
I'm not seeing
Fine.
it because you need to untap to do that engage. Like, she
That
doesn't have
said,
eager.
just knowing the talk about your decks is really good for like the mythic top deck
Yeah,
manipulation
yeah,
stuff.
you're right. There's probably some brew that you can get
I
cooking.
mean, even with like Henry from the McCrossy Henry, just to be able to always tap to draw a card.
Yeah, yeah. There's probably something there.
Imogen!
Imogen.
So weird art choice. I mentioned this already, but it's whatever.
She's
Aoghaz
beautiful.
Ascendant. 3 cost, 7/7, 1 orange, black or white. Sidestep. Whenever you place a card into your soul row, it's not the first card placed for this turn. You may give target system -5/-5 till end of turn. It's great. Unfortunately, we'll see it's not because we didn't get enough more support for putting cards in our soul row this set. We
Well,
haven't got the
we'll
spells
see
yet,
what spells. Yeah, exactly. So
but from citizens we saw nothing
yeah.
other than the behemoth.
Still, this card is just absolutely great, and one of the like things that the Ascendant deck needs is stuff with sidestep. So this is great, and it comes down early enough to protect you from just getting run over. So
You can turn true this very often.
yeah, super good.
Sisyphine?
That's yeah. Let's go with that.
2 and orange 7/7. Attack or target Aoghaz with total soul cost of 2 or less from your limbo pile to the island. Seems good.
Yeah, that's.
I'm not overly excited by it. It seems fine.
Yeah, I mean, if you can like get this out turn 2 and then start doing that effect, getting like good nut draw potential with it. Sure.
Yeah. Slim Aoghaz. 7/9 for 3. Ravenous. Whenever citizen you own devours a citizen, you may attach them to the citizen. Devoured. Return all citizens attached to the citizen to the island under the owner's control.
Wait, so okay, so when you devour it, so
Yeah.
importantly, this doesn't seem to have the Druac text as well, like the other cards. So that hurts its playability.
Well, it's more so. I know they usually attach them outside of Druac.
Yeah,
But it's an
that's fair.
Aoghaz, so it's like when you devour stuff, you can get them back.
Yeah,
I think this card just doesn't make the cut because I think you'd rather just play more of that 1-drop in this slot instead.
yeah. When you play it, it's 3. It doesn't have sidestep. I don't
Yeah, I
know.
think
I
you'd
mean,
rather just
it,
yeah.
it can do some cute things. I'm not a hater, I guess.
Merc
Merc.
Aoghaz, 7/9 for 3. Other Aoghaz you get +2/+2. Okay. Whenever citizen is devoured, you may play 0. I think that means orange. I'm not sure.
I don't know. 0. It might just be.
To
Yeah, actually, good point. Because
to add that citizen from your limbo pile to your hand.
why would it say
I
pay
think that
0?
means play in orange.
Sure, that or just maybe it's meant to be one of the two. Something.
Also, this is from the Lord cycle, and all those lords have pay a cost on them.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah,
Seems good.
yeah.
Once again, I think that 1-drop just takes up these slots.
Yep.
Minosauro. Aoghaz, 8/8 for 3. I mean 8/6 for 3.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever citizen is devoured, you may put a citizen with total soul cost 2 or less than the devoured citizen or with soul cost of 1 from your hand onto the island. This is pretty good, actually.
That sounds great. Yeah. So like you could even, I don't know. There's like worlds like, let's say Wolfric reanimates something big, then you can like devour it and get something big from your hand into play permanently. That's interesting.
A lot of things too, like there's that other card that says whenever you devour, draw 1.
Yeah.
And so with that much of those 1-drops, you keep devouring, putting stuff into play.
It does cost 3 though, and doesn't have any other effects, so it's like
Yeah. We'll see. We still haven't seen that much stuff that
cool.
devours
Build
yet.
around. Yeah. Interesting card. I like it.
I speak. Zazrin, Aoghaz, 10/9, for 4, devour 1. Enter. If you have 2 or more citizens with devour, draw 2. Citizens with a total soul cost of 4 or higher that do not have devour gain devour 1.
Interesting.
So that's all citizens.
And that counts them in your hand, meaning that that card that works for cards with devour in your hand suddenly work. Maybe that doesn't work that way. Maybe the intent is to only have those cards work with cards that have devour on it. This might need like a clarity text added to it.
But it makes your opponent's cards have devour.
Oh, that's also true. I wonder if that's intentional.
I think so.
Interesting card. Devour
4
1,
seems a bit expensive. We'll see.
Yeah. Also, we haven't seen a ton of stuff with Devour, so having 2
Ward
citizens with Devour,
Raza.
I don't know. Interesting.
4 cost, 12/11, Devour 1. When it destroys an 11-year card, draw 2, then probe 1.
Phew.
If the citizen must be blocked if able. The citizen can only be blocked by 1 citizen at a time.
Oh.
Okay.
That's great. That seems great.
So you're not going to be destroying the 11-year cards that often.
Yeah, but like you using it as a removal spell, that's crazy.
Yeah, so they get to choose how they block.
I look at this as like maybe a control card, like that.
Yeah,
they get to choose how they block depending on what you allow them to do. So you could for instance, tap down their other cards or just remove the other stuff and then
manipulate how they block.
Yeah, and that's a lot of value. If this stays in, basically this reads as you must kill this card.
Kind of, yeah.
That's a really strong effect.
I don't think it seems busted. At a glance, I don't think it seems busted.
I don't either. Like, you have to answer it. It doesn't have sidestep. Interesting.
Pork.
Could be
4 cost,
insane.
11/11, Devour 1 Ravenous.
Pork.
Attack, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's an Aoghaz with total soul cost 4 or less, put it onto the island. Otherwise, put it onto the bottom of your deck. Short time 3 if it's any Aoghaz citizen. So keep in mind with Devour, if you flip an Aoghaz with Devour off this, you have to Devour to gain control of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I forgot that text.
So whenever you gain control of an Aoghaz, something with Devour, you have to Devour.
Okay. I mean, this effect is insanely strong.
Yeah, attack, flip something. The short time seems really good.
The short time's like really good. Yeah, there seems to be some really strong 4-drop Aoghaz. That seems playable.
Yeah.
All right.
4 cost, 10/12, Devour 1 Steadfast. Whenever it's blocked, it deals combat damage first. So it's really strong.
Cool.
Whenever the system destroys the system by combat, draw 1. Short time 3, draw 2. Seems really good with Litha.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, great point. So it's looking like there could be a pretty sick Litha Aoghaz deck.
Yeah, Litha Pasha Aoghaz.
Yeah, I like it.
Core. Oh my. 4 cost, 13/9, Devour 1. Let me do. Okay.
Yeah, you got this. You got this.
Attack. If a citizen controls Aoghaz, you may deal damage to target citizen equal to the citizen's attack. Oh, every citizen controls Aoghaz.
Interesting. Okay.
Short time 3, attack and Devour 1. Reveal the top 5 cards of your deck and add 1 Aoghaz as a total soul cost of 5 or less from the reveal cards to your hand. Then show the other cards back into your deck.
Okay.
Yeah. Seems fun.
I love them messing around with the design of if every citizen you control is this type. That's really cool.
Yeah. Really tries to lean you into like a full Aoghaz.
Yeah, I like that. Because like one of the issues is like there's Piscean, you got a lot of fish out of water. You put in non-Piscean decks.
Yeah.
Undead, a lot of the time the Undead cards kind of just support an engine in a control deck or something like that. This is, if you want to play this you're an Aoghaz.
Aoghaz tribal for purely Aoghaz.
And that's nice. I like it.
Lethen, Aoghaz, 4 cost 10/10, Devour Sidestep, or Devour 1 Sidestep. Attack. Target citizen cannot block the citizen until end of turn. Short time 3, this is against Toxic and Tenacious.
Seems expensive for something that just has Sidestep.
Well, Sidestep and it makes something that can't block it each turn.
That's true, but it's like it's not.
It's only can't block this citizen though.
Yeah, it's not like an inherently aggressive card though, because it costs 4 and you can get a Sidestep thing.
I think this is one of those cards that seems really, really good and limited.
Oh yeah. You're right. That's a limited bomb for sure. Oh.
Kig, Aoghaz, 4 cost 12/10, Devour 1.
They're like
enter. You can destroy target tether. Attack. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. You may cast an Aoghaz from those cards with a total cost of 2 or less without paying its soul cost. Put the rest in the back and the bottom of the deck in any order. Man, my brain cannot talk anymore. Wow. Aoghaz seem to have a lot of card advantage.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense considering a lot of your stuff you're trying to stack something to play.
Yeah, for sure. But like the thing is that a lot of the stuff that you sack seems to just replace itself. So
yeah, it's really like that one
really
job
strong.
just might be a mistake, kind of.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. Cool though. I don't know. Cyborg card.
Yep.
The other parts of the attack.
Malik Aoghaz. 4 cost again. A lot of 4 cost with Devour 1. 11/11 Devour 1 Ravenous. At the beginning of your first phase, you may abolish a random card from your opponent's hand face down until the beginning of your next turn.
Okay.
Short time 4. Neither player can respond to this card's effect.
I mean, why would they need to anyways? Because you're just going to kill it before that effect is on the stack anyway.
Yeah.
Seems bad. Seems bulk.
Yeah.
Ravenous is a good text, but I mean, the taking a card from their hand isn't nothing. It's just I don't think it needs all that text. I don't know. The effect is fine.
Here
the effect is fine.
We have Zir. So he costs 1 of each color. He's a 14, 15, Devour 2, Immutable, Steadfast, Eager.
Yep.
Engage, gain control target citizen, disengage it, it gains Eager. This ability is focused and it can only be used once per turn.
I love this card so much. I'm so excited for this card.
Yeah, same. I love it because 1 of each color. Yep. The effect seems pretty strong.
Yep.
I think it might need to be an Overlord.
I could see that. It's just so cool. I wanted there to be like something that cost 1 of each color back in Wicked Prophecy. So seeing this now, love it. Love it.
Yeah, I love the card. It doesn't seem overly busted to me. It could be though.
Yeah, it could be. Definitely could be, but we'll see. That's a sweet build around for sure.
The bot. Aoghaz. 5 cost 15/10, Devour 1. Attack, put target citizen opponent controls in its opponent's limbo pile.
Really strong attack effect.
So attack, destroy target citizen, but it doesn't actually destroy it.
Which is important because there's effects that stop destroying.
So it stops to die.
I mean, one issue it seems is Aoghaz seems to care about like 4 cost or less. 5 is a lot. Yeah. You have to Devour 1, and you need to untap an attack. So I'd want to have ways to give this Eager, but strong effect. Also, that's another limited bomb.
There's that one drop guy that when you devour him, you gain that guy Eager.
Yep. That's like limited bomb energy and seems solid. But
maybe we missed Malaise.
No, we got 4 cards left. Yeah. Malaise will be here. All right, we're at the 5 drops, it seems.
5 costs, 15/10, Devour 1. The first time the system blocks each turn, disengage it. Okay. This system cannot be destroyed by combat. Your opponent's citizens must attack if able.
All right, that's too good. That's probably too good, right?
At 5, even then, yeah, it's probably too good.
Yeah, at 5, like you can just blow them out so hard. They just have to swing, and then you block their.
I would kind of like it if it says all citizens must attack if able.
Yeah, either make it even then you just pass through your combat and then play it, and then your opponent needs to swing out, and then you win the game.
Yeah.
I think maybe there could be an element of chaos. Like your opponent, each opponent chooses how the other blocks. Like your opponent chooses how you block.
Or maybe it's like, or they have to attack with at least 2 citizens each turn or something.
Maybe even just 1 might not be impactful enough. I don't know.
Maybe you do something with like they must attack with either 1 or like 5 soul cost worth of citizen.
Yeah, I don't know, something. It really like I'd put this in the broken tier.
Yeah, I think so. So one of the cards that I started seeing a lot of play and a lot of decks that we've been really enjoying is Smoldering Embers.
Yeah,
it has a lot of potential of just playing it, forcing your opponent to swing at you, and then block. One major difference between Smoldering Embers and this is this forces your opponents to attack, but does not force you to block.
Yeah.
Forcing you to block is one of the big things of Smoldering Embers. This just forces your opponents to attack you. You choose no blocks. You draw your cards to 11 your effects, and your opponent engages their whole team.
Yeah. And you block whatever you can kill easily. Like it's
if you want to kill stuff.
Yeah, super good. Like very good. Now that said, you can just kill it. It's answerable. It costs 5. That that's a point of the game you should have removal or bounce. Like this
Yeah.
is pretty prone to getting tempoed. Like bouncing this would hurt a lot because you had to sack something and then to replay it you have to pay 5. That's a lot.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like this is a dangerous card. I see danger, and he looks like a
Same.
dangerous guy.
Yeah.
That's yeah. All right.
Den.
Got to try that card.
5 cost 14, 13. Devour 1. Once per turn, when a citizen your opponent controls is destroyed by combat, you may cast that citizen, spending soul as if it were mana of any color to cast it. Short time of 3, if the destroyed citizen's total soul cost is 3 or less, you may cast it for free.
Wait. Your opponent could... I mean, that's pretty fun, though. It's spicy.
It's very
fun. It
fun.
costs so much, but such a cool litho piece.
It's such a cool piece, but I don't know if it actually makes cuts to the deck.
I definitely, like... I'd probably try to, like, play that in some, like, webcam thing or something like that.
Yeah, this is like a really fun card to play with.
Seems fun. Maybe it's good. I don't know. It's probably a bit too expensive to be, really good. But
Wretch. Cool. Here's our Aoghaz Overlord.
Oh, okay.
16/16, 4 orange. Devour 1 sidestep.
All right.
This citizen can attack engaged citizens. When this citizen destroys a citizen by combat, destroy an 11-year card of the owner of that destroyed citizen. Destroy an 11-year card that the owner of the destroyed citizen controls. Short time 2, it can attack citizens.
Just anything? Yeah. That seems pretty good. Cost 6 though.
Overlord. I think if you can devour the guy that gives the eager, it seems really good.
Oh, great point. Yeah, that's pretty.
Also,
insane.
with lithaing it.
Yeah. Oh, that worked when the citizen destroyed. Yeah. Yeah. This card. Okay, never mind. Yeah, seems actually this card's great.
Yeah, we'll see. From what I remember, the old one, there was a spell that let you fight 3 things with 1 citizen. If that's still here, this is probably an issue.
We've been inconsistent on like saying letters for things because we're probably just gonna do like actual letters, when the full set is out.
Yeah.
But like this, I'd be like, yeah, A tier probably. Like this seems.
Yeah.
Seems good.
Gonus. This is our Overlord Behemoth. 5 orange. 18/17. Devour X.
Oh.
Immutable, eager, tenacious, steadfast.
Not the best keywords for a behemoth.
Eager, steadfast is pretty good though.
Eager, steadfast is good, but it doesn't have that ravenous that some of the others have.
Yeah.
Eager is super important though.
Cannot be destroyed by damage.
Okay.
Enter. Draw 1 for each citizen devoured to cast a citizen. Then the citizen and target X citizens deal damage to each other 1 at a time, as if in combat.
That might be too good.
At 8 though.
It's 9. It is 9.
Oh, 9, yeah.
But
at 9, you have to sack. So you have to sack your board to play this.
Yeah, but a lot of this stuff gives value when you devour it.
Exactly.
So you gain value. Like this deck looks like it's gonna be able to hit its soul drops for turn because everything's drawing cards, so you're able to keep playing. Meaning when you get to this, you have the cards. Like you just play this out, and if you wipe your opponent's board with this, like it's pretty crazy. That's I don't know. Maybe it's fine though. We gotta try it, but that's crazy. It's that thing, like a board wipe on a stick is a very dangerous thing to mess with because of how good board wipes are in Kryptik. So
yeah. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to spell out all these cards quick, and then we're gonna go over just Aoghaz in general really quick.
Okay, so now we're gonna go over the spell cards from the new set. Starting off, we've got Capsize, blue black, focused. Deal 1 damage to target citizen for each abolished card you own.
So turn 2, if you played a balloon turn 1, this is 2. 1 damage just doesn't seem like enough.
Yeah, I feel like if it wasn't focused, this could
keep in mind part of this too is this is gonna compete with Mutiny.
Yeah.
Mutiny's already not a good card if you don't know, Mutiny has the same cost. It's a spell, and it deals 5 damage or 7 if you've abolished 6, I think, to an
Something
attacking
like
or
that.
blocking citizen.
And for this you need to have abolished 10, which at that point you're already like really cooking. All of your super top end stuff is live.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
I
this
think
doesn't look right.
I think if it dealt 2 damage to target citizen for each abolished card.
That might be too good then is the
Yeah.
issue.
Maybe
I guess actually would it be too good because it's still focused, right? It's not like
yeah.
2 damage would mean 4 off
Turn
of,
2 is 4, which is the same as Mutiny. And Mutiny doesn't see any play.
and then like super late game you can spend 2 at focus speed, and like sure it's better than Eye Blade because it kills something,
But
but
yeah,
it's focused. Eye Blade is instant speed.
yeah, I think if it dealt 2 damage, it'd be fine.
Yeah, maybe this card could be buffed.
Yeah, even then, I don't think that 2. Or maybe another option
I don't
potentially
even.
is
Yeah, I don't know if I'd play it either. At 2.
is 1 damage plus like 5 or 5 plus 1 extra damage.
Sure, something. I could use a buff.
It doesn't seem good enough.
All right, we got Dance of War. Blue, black. Put target abolished citizen you own into your hand. Okay.
Fine.
Seems fine. Yeah.
I don't really.
I love that you can keep in mind you can keep comboing with like Kanua with this.
Yeah. I don't. Something I like softest like is in general stuff like abolish means it should be gone forever.
That's true.
Pulling
But Piscean's
stuff
trying
out
to play with that.
exactly. So I don't know if I think I would like to put target abolished Piscean citizen. If being any citizen is kind of annoying.
That's a great point because this could suffer from fish out of water. Maybe some like deck could side this in, like where even the undead control list could like side this in for decks that want to abolish your Zilla. Now you're like, okay, bring back my Zilla, play Zilla.
Yeah, exactly.
So
or like your overlord, or
right.
like your behemoth overlord.
Maybe this should specific because clearly the intent is to be with Piscean. Maybe it should be return Piscean.
Yep.
Interesting, but they're trying to let it return. Maybe it returns spell cards too. So I don't know. Interesting card.
Yeah.
Also, I do just want to add. I like that they're adding a card that helps against the hate cards because that's important.
Yeah.
You don't want to just print a ton of hate and leave all of these established archetypes like screwed, right? That's a deck. That's a card that people can side in as well. So I don't know. Interesting. Between the Ribs, blue black, blue black, blue black. Abolish target blocking citizen.
Seems pretty good.
Yeah, sure. It adds both colors. Your opponent can play around that though, so I mean,
I
it seems
think
fine.
in a lot of the decks that want this though, I'd rather just play Mortal Blow or Gaia's Echo.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, it seems fine. It taps for 2 colors. That's helpful.
Because it's basically focus speed, right?
Well, letting you do it while your opponent's blocking is not nothing. Like
exactly.
I
But a lot of times they're not going to block with important things.
Yeah, especially if you're representing this.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, seems fine. Abolish as removal is always good. I'm messing this up. There we go. All right. Abundant Feast. 3 green white. This card costs 1 less for each citizen attached to citizens you control. Put the top card of your deck into your limbo pile, then draw X. X is equal to the total soul cost of the card put into the limbo pile from this effect. What?
Interesting.
Oh, it's a spell, not a... Right, we're looking at spells.
Yeah.
I mean, so 1 mana, potential draw 6.
Worst case scenario, draw 1.
And that's still solid?
Well, best case scenario is draw 9, actually.
You're right. Holy crap. And you can set that up, too, in a deck with that manipulates the top of deck. Yeah, this seems really good. Maybe even, like, add a cost to it good. Because I think that decks that don't play any attached citizens might play this as, like, a pretty nuts draw spell if they're manipulating the top of the deck.
Spell speed as well as not focused?
Yeah. If the intent of this is to be a draw engine for Druac, it might need to be
something of note. I'd have to ask is: does this cost reduction reduce the 11-year effect? I assume it does.
For each, wait, what do you mean?
So
oh right, so then it's just 3 when they attack. It's for free when they attack you if you have the stuff. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, we'd have to ask that. Interesting.
I think it does, but we'd have to fact check.
Card seems really good.
Yep.
Heartfelt Lesson. Green white. Citizens you control gain +0/+6 until end of turn. Whoa. If you cast a spell on your turn, citizens you control also gain Steadfast, and they deal combat damage with their defense instead of their attack until end of turn. Whoa! This card is great.
Yeah, 1 cost. It's also going to be used as a combat trick. You lose a Steadfast, so you already tapped them.
This
but
is crazy.
even using it as like an Ember Blade.
The Litha decks really desperately want more stuff that tap for green or white in the Soul Row, and this card is absolutely insane in the Litha deck. This card is great.
Keep in mind, Pasha's a 12/8, so forcing you give her +6 though, but so you don't get to use her big toughness or big power as much with this.
True.
But still,
yeah. There's so many situations where you want to kill something with like 7 power or 8 power or something.
Yeah. I mean, even then, this gives a +6, so it makes Pasha 14.
Yeah.
Power.
Cool card. Like, yeah, really good card.
Yeah.
Okay. Bramblesteel. Green white. Destroy target citizen with less defense than a Druac citizen you control.
Yeah. So this suffers with the same issue to an extent of part of the crew ? I think that's the card. It's the Piscean card that exiles something that has less power than a Piscean you control.
Yeah.
Where if your opponent, where if your opponent can respond with an Eye Blade or something, and they fizzle the spell pretty easily, pretty often.
Yeah. I mean,
even then, it's good removal for Druac, I think.
Yeah, and it taps for both colors, which is something they needed. Like, maybe they play this instead of Eye Blade now, right? Maybe that's the thing. I don't know that they would want to do that, but it does seem playable. It's solid. I think those effect. I'm happy with them doing more cards like that.
Mm-hmm.
Grand Scheme. 2 black-white. Focused. Give all citizens -6/-6 until end of turn. If you have 8 or more citizen cards in your Soul Row, you may discard an Ascendant citizen, then draw 3?
Interesting. So it changed this card. This card used to be a destroy a citizen with like the same effect, but it said 6. It said 6 or more Ascendants in your Soul Row.
Right. 8 or more is a lot. That's pretty hard to do. It's Ascendants though, not it's citizens, not Ascendants. Okay.
Yep, exactly. So at 4 cost, you also -6/-6. That general rule of thumb kills all 1-drops, a lot of 2-drops, a few 3-drops, but
it comes right on. This card seems great because it comes on time to answer your opponent if they like go Flanagan, Cleo, Wayland, Sven. Like,
at a glance, I think it should say -7/-7.
That might be too good, honestly.
So it cleared out a lot more, but that's just so it clears out a lot more of the 2-drops.
Yeah, but you don't necessarily want that to be the case, because if this card's too good, then aggro could almost be unplayable. Like, this is a dangerous card, because Unholy Mess was too good. This is scary. This card is very scary. We're gonna need to play with this.
A lot of time -6/-6 will kill some of your own stuff too.
Yeah, I'd be worried about this card invalidating aggro a little too hard.
I mean, it can also be a 4-cost discard 1, draw 3.
Yeah, exactly, and the versatility added to that.
For late game.
In the grand scheme of things, this card might just be a bit too good, but
you can stack it with Duke with other effects as well. That's the big thing.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, that needs testing. Clandestine Harmony. Black-white, focused. Put target card from your Soul Row into your hand. Then search your deck for a citizen and place it into your Soul Row engaged.
I love it. So the old version of this card was spell speed and you didn't have to return anything. It was way too good. This is balanced. I think it's great. I don't think it's too good. I would maybe add citizen, but your target citizen card from your Soul Row to your hand. But I don't think it needs it.
It's super pushed, really, really good. But I
don't know if
it's broken.
Keep in mind,
this is sweet.
If you played something in Soul Row first and then play this, you're grabbing Coco. This card drops Coco 99% of the time.
Yeah.
So there's becoming an issue with a 1-mana bounce spell.
Yeah, but is that a good thing to give Ascendants such a huge boost that deck is now this is a huge boost for Ascendant, right? This is what you're hoping for. This is what the kind of stuff you were wanting to see.
Yep.
Besides more engine stuff or card draw, but
And also a 1 cost that procs your soul.
taps you both colors.
It procs your like your Malkas, your Images, your Cocos.
What's crazy is turn 1, you can just put this in your soul row, and then later in the game when you find another one, you can return this one and get 2 Cocos out of your deck. Like that's crazy. This card is great. Are we being biased and overhyped on it, and is it actually too great? I guess that will require testing.
Yep.
But it way better than the original version they had. I'm happy with the change.
Yep.
Looks sweet. And it's still so good. I was worried they were gonna make it not good. That's really good.
I thought they just weren't gonna do that effect.
Yeah, exactly. So that's cool. All right. Harvest Death, green and black. Return target undead citizen from your limbo pile to your hand. Short time 4. Return to the island instead. And short time 4 is super easy. So this gets a Wayland, right? Wolfric super easily, right?
I was about to say immediately. Probably needs either 5 or less or not Overlord.
Yeah. Not Overlord limits design too much in the future. It just seems too good. I love them testing with this thing though, where they say target undead citizen. They're using that design. They've heard that feedback because there's a lot of people who wanted like more cards that interact with their specific faction. So I love it.
It makes just faction mixed decks a little bit worse, which is probably good.
That's a good thing. They want to try to have the identity of the factions, and I love their thought process for this card. But yeah, it's a bit too busted because short time 4 is way too easy.
Yeah, probably needs but that's 1 Ravenous hit.
Yeah, that's nothing. Essentially, short time 4 is nothing. It's just wanting you to do a little something at the start of the game.
I'd like it. I
short
think
time 2, honestly, for this kind of effect.
So either reduce the short time or put a limiting factor on it of like cost 5 or less.
Yeah, agreed.
Because you cannot be allowed to use this to grab Overlords.
Yeah, that's just ridiculous. But in general, really cool card. And even if they nerf it, I can't imagine it not still being a cool card. So
yeah, even just non-short time, it's fine.
Yeah, totally. All right, Murderous Abandon. Green, black. As an additional cost to cast Murderous Abandon, sacrifice a citizen. Draw 2.
For 3 though?
Yeah, 3's a lot. That's hard to keep open for removal.
So in general, just use Magic as an example. Magic has this effect on cards that cost 1. In general, Kryptik tends to value Kryptik's mana to cards tend to be less. You tend to play less mana for more cards than Magic.
Yeah. I
would see bringing this down to 2 and probably being fine still. But at 3, I just think it costs too much. Because keep in mind, for this cost, you need a green anyway. You might as well just cast Fortuity and just draw 2.
Actually, that's a great point. So it really comes down to sacking the citizen. Do you want those effects? Maybe you steal your opponent's citizen and you sack it. But at 3, it's just so hard to like imagine doing that with those combos. So yeah. That ain't it.
Even if you want to sack stuff, you just need more.
Yeah. All right. As the water, blue green, counter target spell. Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. So, but I was actually told about this card in advance slightly.
Yeah.
And they're saying they were going to make this card mono blue.
Right. And now it's blue green.
Because green has just been the best color in Kryptik for too long.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'd probably like to see this as mono blue as well.
Or because a blue and a green.
Sure. And maybe just tap for 1 color. I don't know. It might be a bit too good. But the fact it only targets spells could be okay. That said, like decks that hard build on spells, this kind of shits on. And currently we have the card that costs this and it counters citizens. It's currently banned. Maybe that was just for Worlds. I guess they haven't assessed that yet.
Dead on Arrival counters citizens.
Yeah, that was banned for Worlds. I guess we'll find out if that's gonna stick.
What I've talking to the teams up a bit, they sound like they want to just mostly rotate counters out of the game. Yeah. They don't really like them in a spot for Kryptik. I completely agree.
Yeah. This could be nerfed a little bit so that it's still like playable and a card, but maybe not pushed to a point that people are gonna play against it all the time.
Exactly.
All right. Because at that's just like that's a very, very powerful card, and yeah. That said, important to note, decks that aren't control would play that counter as well because it counters their interaction and can so it also blows out control. Like,
Yeah.
it's a bit nuanced, but anyway.
And if you go into it a citizen-based deck, you just soul row it.
Oh shit, this card is cool. Forebear's Fury. X blue green. Return X citizens to their owner's hand. This is our first X cost, like for in terms of like pumping a bunch of mana into it in the actual cost itself.
Yes, we kind of have a Ascendant for Ascendants.
Yeah, but that's like a different
Exactly.
alternate cost. This is the first
Exactly.
one that's this is sweet. Actually, probably just way too good at instant speed. This needs to be focused.
Yeah. Wait, at focus, I think it's fine. Even then,
it might be too good. Maybe focused and end your turn.
yeah, focus can only be played post combat.
Or yeah, sure, something like that. Because this, as is at instant speed, way too good. Way too good.
Yeah, I mean, you put 3 into this for 6, bounce 3 things. Actually, it might be fine.
Think of this in those late game board stalls where now this instantly wins the game and you can't interact with it because it happens on your end step. So like you just lost your turn.
Yeah,
It's Cyclonic Rift. It's crazy.
It definitely needs a limiting factor on when you can cast it.
Yeah. Maybe just focused is enough, but I think even then that's too good because your opponent goes shields down, they're planning their own stuff, and then this just instantly lose the game.
At the start of your turn, you bounce their board and you have to strike.
Yeah, it's a bit too strong on this one, but really cool card, and I'm excited to see where it goes. Superior Tactics. Blue, white, focused. Citizens you control gain +6/+6 and sidestep until end of turn. At the end of your turn, if you have destroyed 2 or more 11-year cards this turn, you may add this card for your limbo pile to your hand. Interesting.
So,
+6/+6 is a lot.
And sidestep?
Yeah, and sidestep. Yeah, this is probably playable.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of times where you play this, you swing in, and then you just slow roll it the next turn.
Yeah.
Or you just replay it. It seems versatile.
Maybe it just wins
colors.
Yeah.
For 3, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like it. Actually, I really like this card.
Yeah. Huh. Gotta test it. I wonder if it's like... I don't think it's too good, but...
I don't think so either.
Cool card. All right. 13 left. Indomitable Soul. Blue, white. Targeted citizen cannot be destroyed by card effects until the end of turn. If this card was played on an opponent's turn, that citizen also gains +6/+6. Draw 1. Okay, so it replaces itself.
I like it. Although I might want to get rid of the can't be destroyed in favor of can't be targeted.
It might even be too good since the draw 1 on this makes it so you have to be pretty careful with it.
Keep in mind this is competing with Serene Retreat.
Yeah.
Which doesn't replace itself, but protects from everything.
Yeah, the fact this replaces itself, I don't think they can like push this that much more than it already is. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's fine, but like you said, Serene Retreat's kind of just better. That said, this taps for blue-white in the Soul Row. That's important. Yep. So maybe it could see some play. Maybe. But there's a lot of cards that don't destroy. That's the real problem here.
Yep.
All right. Reclaim. 1, destroy target tether, draw 1. Busted sideboard card.
Yeah.
It does only tap for colorless, though, but we don't know the tether cards. There's only 26, but what if there's a deck that's mono tethers? This would shut that down. I don't think there will be, though. I don't think tethers are going to be like that, where they're entire build-arounds, but we'll see.
We'll see. The biggest thing is I would like this to say destroy up to 1 target tether, so you can just cycle it. Because as worded, if there's no tether in play, you can't use this.
Yeah, that's true. That said, you want to be careful because you don't want the new card mechanic that tethers to just be unplayable, where they give way too much hate.
Yeah,
that's really strong.
Because we've already seen multiple hate cards in Citizens.
Yeah, they're trying to be on top of it, which I think could maybe tell us tethers might be pretty pushed, and that's okay. It's just we don't want to like over hate the new cool cards that people are excited about. So we'll see.
Yep.
All right. Slither. Spell. 1 orange, focus. Thank you for not saying anything about how stupid it was that I said spell. If you destroyed an 11-year card this turn, you may put an Aoghaz citizen with a total soul cost of 5 or less from your hand onto the island. Broken.
No, I don't think so.
Dude, with
It's only
remember
a
with the
cost reduction of 2, and if you do
no,
something with the Devour,
remember
you get the Devour still.
remember the stuff with the 5 drops in Aoghaz. Some of them are really like busted. Doesn't this also put the 5 different cost guy, the 5 color card into play?
He is immutable.
Okay, he has immutable. Good. Even then, there's some 5 drops that just seem like really absurd.
It's only a cost reduction of 2, and you have to destroy 11 your card.
I guess. Ah. All right.
Because if you can't destroy 11 your card,
You're
your
right. I jumped the gun.
fault, it does nothing.
You're right. I jumped the gun. But it's scary because those 5 drops in Aoghaz, some of them are pretty messed up. Man.
Agreed. Card seems fine.
Yeah. Well,
I don't think this is busted. I don't think it's bad. I think it seems fine.
We will. I gotta test it, but I definitely jumped the gun, but maybe it is that good. I don't know. We'll see. Festering Wound. Orange. Destroy target citizen at the end of its controller's next turn. It's probably too good.
I don't know.
Next
Keep
turn.
in mind.
So your turn, you play this, and then it destroys it on their turn? Doesn't that,
At the end of
that
their
how it
turn.
works?
But if you play that during their turn, it's up to the end of their next turn.
Yeah. Still, for one, think of this on your turn, you play this, and like they lose it at the end.
I'd maybe like a condition to start our system with like cost 4 or less on it.
Sure, something like that. Or just make it cost like 2 or 3 or something. Maybe 3's too much. I don't know.
Yeah. The biggest thing is this being a 1 cost answer to like overlords.
Yeah, it's just insanely efficient for 1.
So that's to get a turn with the effect, but still.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess we need to play with this one, but first impression probably a bit too good at 1.
I can also see something I really would like to see in some cards is some cards that say like specifically like non-overlord.
Yeah, sure, something like
If
that.
this is like non-overlord, I think that could be really interesting.
Agreed. Agreed. All right. Awful Amalgam. Orange. Reveal a citizen from your hand. It gains Devour 1. You may cast the citizen anytime you can cast a spell until end of turn. Whoa! Cool. That said, it's probably just fine. Cool card.
Yeah.
Although giving anything that effect, you do need to be careful with that. Couldn't you also like do this with the behemoths and cast a behemoth on your opponent's turn?
I was about to say you can do this with behemoths.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, costs you 10 soul total.
So where this could be problematic with the 5 color guy, where you play this on their end step, untap, and get to start gaining control of stuff.
He has eager.
Oh, right, he already has eager. Yeah, wait, so you get to do it on their turn and then untap and take another thing. That's messed up.
He's eager, but you can only do it. You only have to his effect focus speed.
All right, I'll stop talking and we'll move to the next card. Obscured Visage. 1 orange. You may select new legal targets for an effect targeting 1 or more citizens you control. Oh my god.
So
broken.
Yeah,
broken.
you just say okay. One thing I will just mention as well, Gaia's Echo does say it's something your opponent controls, so it doesn't work well with that card specifically. But Mortal Blow, okay, you're mortal blowing your own thing now. Eye Blade your own thing. Plus, you have to do the Eye Blade's additional cost.
Yeah. Or what about even the 4-drop the 4-cost spell that puts 2 things on the bottom.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's 2 of them.
Yeah.
That also says your opponent stuff.
Right. It does. This does specify legal targets. That's true. Still, probably a bit too good for only 2. Like that's so versatile. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we gotta test it, but like that's really big blowout, and holding up 2 is not difficult, especially when we're seeing all this stuff that lets Aoghaz play at spell speed. So holding up isn't even a cost. It's not like Aoghaz is all focus speed. You can play your stuff on your opponent's turn. So, pretty insane card.
That's why it's only mono orange. Aoghaz only.
Yeah, but there's decks that will be splashing the behemoths and could utilize this card. Might be
a good sideboard card.
Yeah, I don't know. Scary card. Might be too good. Maybe it's fine. Foul Trickle. Orange. Focused. Search your deck for up to 2 Aoghaz citizens, each with a total soul cost of 1, and put them on the island? Take it away.
It is specifically Aoghaz. Yes. And I don't remember seeing any Aoghaz that have like sidestep for 1 or anything.
Yeah, but their engine is at that 1. It's so good. Maybe it's fine. Maybe they deserve stuff to like, because this helps with their speed, right?
Yeah, it's a good turn 2 play.
Maybe it's fine.
I think it seems fine, but we'll have to see.
There's
There's
that one.
definitely
Go ahead.
there's definitely a chance that this is too good.
Yeah, interesting. There's one citizen that makes it so everything is every type, though, isn't there?
Yes, but it's a Mystic that costs 4.
Yeah, and at that point, that's
And
just a
it's
fun build
only
around.
in play. It's not even cards in deck.
Okay, only stuff in play. Never mind.
Yep.
All right. Gotta test it. Cool card. Defile Host. 1 orange. Target citizen you control gains +6/+6. Target citizen your opponent controls must block that citizen if able until end of turn. Love it.
I love it. It's cool card for Fight Club.
Yep. I like this. I'm loving this Fight Club support. I'm loving the discard support.
Also, I'm curious how this interacts with Tenacious.
That's messed up. Yeah, they just have to block it with 2.
Yeah, because I mean the card this is relevant with immediately is Pasha.
Yeah.
Who has Tenacious.
And
so I think
then she returns it.
Block it.
Yeah,
Pasha. But there's a chance
that
they don't have to block it because it can't legally block by itself.
Yep, true.
So we have to ask that question.
Sick card though. Cradle of Filth. 3 orange, orange, orange. Send the top 5 cards of your deck to the limbo pile. Then put up to 3 Aoghaz citizens with a total soul cost of 4 or less from your limbo pile onto the island.
But
no, it's not from the ones put in. It's just in your limbo pile. That's way too good.
But is it only? I'm confused as words. Is it each Aoghaz would cost 4 or less, or is it a total cost?
Up to 3 with a total.
Yes, but
that's what you mean, like adding up to 4.
Can it return 4?
I don't think they meant that. I think you can return 3 4-drops because of the way it costs 6. It just seems like it's balanced.
It's
like that.
Spell speed.
Okay, this can't be spell speed.
Is it immediate? Keep in mind still, if you bring out the things, all those bricks have to devour, so you do have to devour still.
Yeah, but with that one guy that you just replace when you devour, it's so free.
Exactly.
So, this seems probably too good. I like that, I love them printing expensive spells. It costs 6. That's cool. I want to see more spells that cost a lot.
I think simply changing it to focus makes it probably fine.
Even then, think of it as a 12 mana of citizens for 6. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. Like, if it was from the top 5, then at that point it becomes like a bulk build around. But this lets you late game, your opponents interacted with you, killed all your good 4-drops.
Exactly.
You play this, you get them all. Like, that's pretty insane. So I assume this will be changed somehow for the full set, but we'll see. Valiant Abandon. 2 orange. If an opponent has 3 or more citizens than you and you control at least 1 citizen, return target citizen to its owner's hand. Then put an Aoghaz citizen with a total soul cost equal to or less than the returned citizens from your hand onto the island. That also seems broken.
Actually, I don't think so. They need to have 3 or more.
It's spell speed.
Yes, but keep in mind, they have to have 3 more citizens than you do. So you have to have at least 1. So they have to have at least 4 citizens in play. Then they have to have a big thing for you to bounce on top of the 4 citizens, and you have to have something in hand.
I just think it punishes the having thing in hand part would be very easy, and I think it just punishes punishes mid-range decks a bit too hard. Like, imagine your opponent's like a Nolan deck or something, for instance, and they're going wider, and like now they're incentivized to not play things. It seems like this could like make the game go slower, which is not something
I think part of but the condition, because if they have 3, because you have to have
3 more is a lot. You're right, but it's also basically they have 4 because maybe you build your deck to devour and keep yourself at 1 citizen.
So the thing's part of the design.
Yeah.
But I think still like you can also play around your opponent having this and not like overbuilding your board state.
Yeah, that's true. I'm a little concerned, I guess, but you're right that you could play around it. But is that not healthy for the game? Because they want the games to go faster. So it does this card slow down the game too much and then make it so that you're just beating your opponent with like a 1-drop sidestepper rather than dumping your hand out. Like a board wipe.
But if you're beating them with a 1-drop sidestepper, they have 3 other citizens, or even 2 more, they're just gonna outrace you.
Yeah. No, that's what I mean. Like I mean, for the opponent who's this is getting cast against, they can kind of play around it. So I don't know. That's
It needs
really
testing.
interesting. Yeah. I don't know. Also keep in mind with your one citizen, what if it's something that you block with it, it dies. Now you cast that
Yeah.
and then they just need to have 3 citizens in
Maybe
play.
it needs to be focused.
Yeah, the spell speed is what. Yeah, I don't know. Gotta test that card.
Yep.
Rest and digest. Orange, orange. Draw one, then draw one for each of your citizens with Devour. Doesn't seem to be enough citizens with Devour, and they all cost quite a bit besides uh,
The
the
one.
free ones, so probably not good enough, at least for now.
Yep.
Or isn't there something that gives everything Devour? Maybe there's some combo with
There
that.
is. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe there's some combo. Alright.
Mm.
Fight and flight. Orange, orange. Target citizen you control and target citizen you do not control deal damage to each other as if in combat. Oh my god. If your target citizen is still on the island, draw one. It's a new Litha!
Yeah, 2 costs literally costs double orange though.
Double orange is a lot, but it seems that the Litha deck is going into orange, like full hog.
Yeah, it seems like an orange green deck.
Build around.
Yeah, I like it.
We're gonna have to build this and see how it is.
Yep.
That's sick. Void napped. 4 orange. Devour 1. Shuffle target citizen you do not control into its owner's deck. Then draw X cards. X is equal to half of the total soul cost of the citizen rounded up. So a spell with Devour. That's interesting.
Spell speed removal is always scary. Costs 5 and has Devour.
Mm-hmm.
But it can draw you like 5 cards.
No, most it could draw is 3 realistically, but I guess this answers behemoths as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, spell speed.
Yeah. Yeah, it might be. Maybe it's a bit too good. Even
I think
just
it's fine,
answering,
though.
if you just, yeah, but like just shuffling a Nolan, for instance, your opponent doesn't draw a card, you draw 2. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, but you have to stack a citizen to do it, and it costs 5.
But you can just play a bunch of citizens that you don't care about being sacked. I guess I'm looking at this from like being super controlly. Maybe it's fine, and maybe Aoghaz is the one that plays this, and this seems like a fine tool for Aoghaz, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Gotta play it. I'm trying to look at everything from like a stalling the game kind of perspective, or like
Exactly.
just going too long. So interesting though.
Yep.
All right, that's spells. Sweet.
So now we have the tethers. So basically, tethers, they're focused by default, and they're kind of just sit there and have their effect.
Yep. I'm excited to see all these.
Yep. Okay. So starting off, Soulless Muriel's Son. It's the tether, costs 2, has solo. Whenever Mystic Citizen you control destroys an 11-year card, you may immediately cast the top card of your deck without paying its soul cost?
Should we end the video?
It says cast, so you can hit behemoths off of this.
Yeah.
You can turn to a behemoth.
So it's too good. I loved our silence. Yeah, that's too good. That's crazy. What could this cost? Does it just need a limiting soul cost factor, or does it need to cost more itself? I don't know.
I don't know.
Do
I would say to this one. This one's just insane.
yeah,
This is probably literally the strongest card we've seen so far.
Yeah, you're right. That's crazy. The fact it's Mystic does mean you can't you don't have your one drop sidesteppers.
We saw some good Mystic cards.
No, yeah, but the one drop sidesteppers though, right? Like is there one drop sidesteppers, and is there a single Mystic one drop sidestepper?
I don't remember seeing any.
Okay, so that helps.
Even then, yeah.
Yeah, it's still ridiculous though. Crazy. Okay, all right. Probably gotta change, but we'll see.
Guidance Consu's Lantern.
Ooh, cool.
Cost 1. Enter attached to a citizen. Whenever attached citizen attacks, look at the top X cards of your deck and add citizen from among them into your hand. X is equal to the attached citizen's total soul cost.
Okay. Seems.
So you attach this to a 1-drop attack draw card.
Only can only grab a citizen though. So at 1 you could you could whiff pretty easy. But on a 2-drop, that seems
look at
fine.
2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Seems fine. You need like 2 turns for it to be good though, because it needs to replace itself, and then you need another card.
Yeah.
So, does seem fine.
Auroch, Farika's Ankh. Enter, attach to the assistant, and draw 1. Attached assistant cannot be the target of your opponent's spells.
That's too good.
Probably.
Wait, I guess there is tether answer though, but on 1 and it draws 1. This does not need to draw a card first up, right? Like
it needs to not draw a card or cost like 2.
I think it needs to not draw a card at cost 2, probably.
Something potentially interesting is if you could target their Pasha with it, your opponent's Pasha with this. They can't do 5 spells anymore.
That's really sick, actually. So the Tether sideboard cards are looking pretty important. We've barely seen any cards, and they're already absolutely insane. That said, those kind of effects, stuff that stops interaction is just not healthy, and that stops interaction in an insanely efficient way. So
and it permanently stops interaction.
Yeah, that's a bit too good. I guarantee there's like people will argue, well, yeah, but you can play stuff that removes tethers. Yeah, but that's going to be sideboard a lot of the time. So now game 1, you get blown out by that.
And it also means that immediately your opponent, if you're trying to remove that card, you have to use a card for their tether, which replaced itself.
Which already replaced itself.
And a card
it only cost 1, so you're spending more mana to remove it. Except for there's that colorless card, but that colorless card.
The Ascendant also only costs 1.
Yeah. Still, it's just that's okay. Let's move on.
So Ectoprism, Argus' Prism, 2 cost solo. Whenever an undead you control destroys an 11-year card, return an undead citizen from your limbo pile to the island with a total solo cost equal to or less than the number of 11-year cards you have destroyed this game. So the first time this happens, if you destroyed one 11-year card, it's a 1-drop. If you destroyed 5 11-year cards, then you get a 5-drop back.
Okay. Might be fine.
I think it's fine.
It basically reads, though, like short time 2, get back a Zilla or something like that. Which... maybe there's some aggressive undead deck where it's where it
I think so fine even in that situation though.
Yeah, all right.
Dominus Pulse Exchange, tether that costs a blue and a green. Engage, add a copy of target non-targeting spell you cast to the effects pile. Abolish that spell when it resolves.
Okay, wait, I gotta read this again.
So engage, you get a copy of non-targeting spell that you cast.
That's probably too good.
So
that's crazy.
Might not be
non-targeting. Like I see the thought process with this. We have to test this. Think of it with like the 4-drop, -6 board wipe. Now it's -12, -12. That said, this is 2 different colors, but still like.
Is there a 5-color deck maybe?
Is there a spell that like makes your opponent sacrifice a citizen too? Or that's all?
I don't think so.
I'm not sure. We'll need to go through. We'll need to build with this. That's an interesting card though. Like the fact Fortuity becomes draw 4.
Yeah.
I don't know. Gotta test it.
Pentamaris Henry's Skulls.
Cool.
Cost 1. Whenever you cast a card with soul cost 4 or more, prob 1. Which is fine.
Yes, card tool. Okay. It doesn't like draw 1 though.
It's probably not quite good enough. But
I'm loving all these colorless cards though. I'd love colorless citizens. I really want to like build an all colorless deck.
Yeah. Somewhere Gwen's loot. Enter. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck and put in play a 1-cost citizen from among them for the rest of the bottom of your deck in any order. Short time 3. Sack this tether. Citizens you control with total cost of 1 gain eager tenacious +2/+2 till end of turn.
That's crazy. That's too good, right? That's probably too. Think of it with Rueshi now. All of a sudden, you just dump. You this is in play. All of a sudden, you dump like 2 Rueshis, 2 Waylons, and then give them eager and tenacious. Oh my gosh!
I think remove the eager, and it's great. And it's fine.
Short time 3 is also short time 3 is essentially not a cost in an aggro 1-drop deck. You're easy getting short time 3. That's nothing. This needs to be like short time 2 at the bare minimum, but even then, short time 2 is pretty easy for those decks.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's probably too good, but at the same time, I guess aggro hasn't been great. So
yeah,
I don't know.
But part of the issue with this is this doesn't favor like a somewhat of aggro deck. This favors like the turbo aggro deck.
It's a build around for sure. We'll have to test that card.
Bulwark, Slend. I think it's supposed to be say Selene. I think they forgot in E. Selene's play armor, 2-cost solo. Whenever a human you control destroys 11 in your card, draw 1. Then you may cast a human citizen from your hand without paying its soul cost.
Okay, so this seems to be a cycle that they're testing out, and the cycle is far too good currently.
Here's like the biggest thing with this.
Let me just cast Charlie.
No, I'm gonna cast my 9-drop.
Do they need to add an immutable a part to immutable where it says their cost can't be reduced?
That might already be a thing.
Maybe it is. Even if that is a thing, and we're missing that while we're doing our quick
even just
review,
doing a 6-drop card,
yeah, that's still way too good. So,
or even like a 4. See, it also draws you a card before it.
Yeah, why is this drawing you a card? Anyway, this cycle of stuff is probably going to get balanced, but it looks super fun to play with for now.
Yeah.
I wonder how good it will be after like another wave of balancing. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that card would be good if it just said whenever a human destroys 11 your card, draw a card.
Yeah. Yeah.
Erratus Gertrude Scalpel. 2-cost solo. At the start of your turn, you may sacrifice its target citizen. Then return target citizen from your limbo pile to the island with a total soul cost equal to or less than the sacrifice citizen's soul cost +1.
It is start of your turn, so you can't just do this willy-nilly whenever you choose. So maybe this card's sweet. Maybe
I think it's fine.
I didn't like really read the at start of your turn part at first. I didn't process that, and I was like, wait, this is broken. But okay, yeah.
But keep in mind, it says with that citizen's. Oh, it's equal to or less than. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Gotta
try.
Strigoi, Wolfric Sword, costs a green and a black. Whenever a citizen dies, you may put the top 2 cards of your deck into your limbo. Pay 2 and engage. When you have 10 or more citizens in your limbo pile, you may return target undead from your limbo pile to the island.
This card is really cool. Oh my god. Is it too good? Because again, we're looking at it reanimating Wolfric's, right?
Yeah, or even reanimating a Zilla, a Pluto,
and like an all-citizen deck with like let's say a Henry all-citizen deck with this. That's probably too good, right?
That said, it's 10 citizens in your limbo.
10's a lot.
But it fills your limbo pretty easily.
It fills it so efficiently.
Plus your sack deck. I don't know. I have to test it, but I think
we gotta. We gotta.
I think it's probably fine.
It's a really if it ends up being a really powerful, cool build around, I think that's the goal.
Yeah.
If it's too good, then maybe it'll change a little bit. But that card is sweet. That's sweet.
Brand Osiris's Totem costs 2 solo. Whenever an Ascendant you control destroys 11 in your card, draw 1. Then give citizen you do not control -3/-3 for each 11 in your card you destroy this game. This is pretty good, but it seems so much worse.
You're mad right now, aren't you? You're mad right now. Hey, the good news is that means yours doesn't need to get nerfed, right? That's cool.
Yeah, it's probably fine in Ascendant aggro. The issue with Ascendant aggro is that it's not Ascendants. It's black-white. A lot of your best cards are
maybe
humans.
Ascendant Ramp can mess with this, though.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. It's fine. One thing about that other card that we were looking at just...
Sorry, go on. Hurry up before I get to
Okay, yeah, cover that one. The other card we were just looking at, was that Tether able to keep being activated so every turn you could just like bring back Wolfric type stuff for 5-drops?
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it needs to sack. I don't know. Okay, well we got to test it. All right.
X-Do Crocus Totem costs a black and a white. Okay. Whenever you place a side card into your soul row, draw 1 and disengage a card in your soul row. Okay. I got another Malcolm!
I mean, this is probably... hold on. This is probably way too good, right? The disengage a card in your soul row does not need to happen. That's crazy.
Yeah, probably.
But, I mean, you must be so happy to see it, because it's exactly what you're wanting. So
I've been asking for another Malcolm for so long.
Yeah, wherever whenever this gets balanced, like it'll probably still be
I
exactly
think
what you
even
want.
as is, it's like fine.
No way, dude. It's a Melka that you can't use removal spells on that does the Melka thing and untaps it. You're coping right now. You just
I'm
want this.
coping.
You want this.
I
You're like
do.
you're like if anything's gonna be broken, it may as well be Ascendant ramp, baby.
Yeah.
Really sick card. I mean, you're right. I'd rather other cards get balanced before that and then balance that.
Yep. Angor, Zenosh's Anchor.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
really excited to see the normal art for this of the Infinity Anchor.
Right.
2-cost solo. Whenever Pipes control since you control destroys a lavender card, about the top 3 cards of your deck, you may cast one of them without paying its soul costs.
I love that the Ascendants one is just like, yeah, you can remove something, I guess. And these ones like, yeah, you can play with for free. Yeah, it's at least they're consistent in the cycle. Besides Ascendant, get fucked.
And Ascendant wasn't even like mine. For Ascendant to be on bad with these, it'd have to be like whenever it says you can control destroy the lavender card, destroy target citizen. Even then, it'd be worse than this.
It would need to be like destroy target citizen and play a citizen from your hand without paying a soul cost or something like that. This cycle looks like crazy fun in this test one, but these cards look like, you know, they're being tested. They're going to be balanced. They're going to be doing a lot of balanced matches.
I will say this: I love these effects whenever something destroys the lavender card. The payoff is just insane.
Yeah, exactly.
And assuming that, so if they can cast Behemoth, which I'm not sure,
we're not positive, but we'll see, because it says cast. It doesn't matter if it can't cast Behemoth. Like, we're saying this just as like because we're living in Christmas land when we're evaluating these cards. We're imagining the best case scenario. Even if it doesn't get a Behemoth, if it gets a 4-drop, that's way too good.
You're digging 3 deep.
Yeah, you're just getting a 4-drop, and that's crazy. Getting a 3-drop every turn, that's crazy.
Even like a 1-drop.
Yeah.
It's not costing you anything.
Yeah. Okay. All right, carry on.
A blue and a black.
Wait, sorry, I gotta pause. I love that every time we've read one of those cards, it's like the same thing, right? And each time we're like surprised, we're like, what? Just like progressively. All right, yeah, let's carry on.
Treasure chest. A blue and a black. Enter search number for a doubloon and add an abolish doubloons for your own to your hand. The doubloons you have are attached to this tether after they resolve. When there are 11 doubloons attached to this tether, you win the game.
Oh my god, I love this card. Oh my god.
I love it so much. The innate issue with it is if you have doubloons, you're 11 here.
Yeah, how many doubloons can you play? Is it only
11?
It's only 11? Ah, no!
So, I think it should also let you search your 11-year for doubloons.
Oh, yes. Add that text.
Side note, if they don't have it, something sick that I realized too, but this card hasn't changed. It's the same in the ritual. Use Tribulation to pull your doubloons out from your 11-year.
Right? That's cool. One thing about this is, so if you can play multiple tethers, right, of the same type. They don't have like some overlord ruling, do they? Or do you not know?
I don't think so.
Let's say that they don't. If you play multiple treasure chests, it attaches. Do you choose which one it attaches to?
Yes, yeah.
Let's assume yes. So that means playing a new treasure chest doesn't completely screw you over.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe there's also maybe it could be balanced more, like, because this deck would like insta lose to someone playing Tether Hate.
Exactly. If it gets destroyed by a tether, you just die.
I'd love for these treasure chests to be like, if another treasure chest you control is destroyed, attach all doubloons to it.
Yeah.
Put those doubloons into this treasure chest.
Or because getting all your 11 doubloons out is kind of hard enough.
It's super hard. Yeah.
And if you put something to protect your something to like, there's some way to
maybe
make destroying
the
the
treasure vault.
There's some sort of thing for like to protect from it being destroyed while still making it worth destroying them.
Maybe like a treasure vault that
or maybe like the best
that has to be targeted
option might be like when it's destroyed, shuffle all the blues attached to it into your deck.
Yeah, something like that. I want this deck. I want this card to work. I want this win con to be a fun build around. Yep. I love it.
Vario Straighten? Jamie's violin?
You did good.
Let's go with that. Yeah. Green and a white, engage, reveal the top card of your deck. You may attach it to a Druac citizen you control, as an attached citizen, or draw it.
That's Way too good.
Yeah, I'll say I don't really like all this like attaching any card
Well,
stuff.
this card is insanely broken. Read this and a control deck
Yeah,
as you don't play any Druacs, you never attach,
exactly.
you engage it,
Yep.
and you draw an extra card every single turn for only. Yeah, way too good. Way
Yeah.
too good.
Yep. I think it might have to have some sort of limiting factor and not just letting you draw it each
If this
turn.
cost 4, it would still be way too good. Yeah, you
Yeah.
need to not be able to draw it or something. Make it just for the attached decks.
Or some sort of limiting on drawing it or something.
Even just getting to attach for free is so powerful
Yeah.
in Druac, but maybe they deserve that. I don't
think
know.
it's fine.
We gotta test it, but
Shimmer.
Shmurmer. Alright.
Oh no! Okay, 2 cost solo. And if an Aoghaz citizen you control destroys 11 your card. Target citizen you control deals damage to a target citizen as if in combat. Then put its Aoghaz citizen with total cost of 1 from your
Wait,
your
what?
island.
Oh, total soul cost
I
of 1.
love this!
Wait.
I love this! This is great!
Okay.
I'm glad to see what actually
Target
like.
you control deals damage to target citizen as if it were in combat. So, I wish Pasha was an Aoghaz.
Yeah.
As if in combat.
At the same time, though, not letting all this removal stuff work with Pasha is probably fine.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. This card's probably fine. And it's the only one that's probably fine besides Ascendant, I guess.
Yeah.
You're upset. How badly did you want to test with the Ascendant broken version before they balanced it? Yeah.
Akia, Drum of Litha. 2 cost solo, whenever a direct citizen you control destroys 11 your card, you may place a citizen attached to a citizen you control onto the island. So whenever a citizen you control destroys 11 your card, you get a Beast Walk.
Yeah, that's really good. Also, this only taps for colorless, so maybe it's fine.
Yep.
Maybe it's fine. I don't know. There's a world where it's not, because again, you don't have to place a Druac citizen attached. This is the issue with this card, is you can place anything. So if it was place a Druac citizen attached to a citizen you control,
even then I think it's like fine.
Yeah, it might be fine as is. I don't know.
Because you have to manage to attach your non-Druac stuff too.
Yeah, that's just something to look at. Like, how much do they want that to bleed out of Druac?
OPI costs 1. Players may not draw or add card to their hand by their own card effects. Short time 3 opponents. Wow. Okay, so this fixes one of the things with Fiora, where with like Nadar and Rayquel, where they set a card to say discard, we put discard 1, then they draw 1. They're still gonna draw 1.
Right. Interesting. Huh. So wait, we still so draw 2 still draws you cards?
No, your opponent can't cast draw 2. But if you because you know like the original Rayquel says target player discards 1 at random and draws 1.
Yeah.
They're still gonna draw their card because it affects you control.
True. Feels bad that they printed this card with the treasure chest WinCon deck. Does this card need to exist? I don't think this needs to cost 1. I think it being this powerful of a hate beast, it should not cost 1. But maybe it's good that this exists to stop the control card drawy decks. I don't know. I think it should probably cost a little more, but the effect could be good.
Garatisk?
Garatisk.
Orange, you may ignore the devour cost of cards. Orange. Fine. A lot of times you want to be devouring.
Yeah, the deck is kind of like engined on devouring anyway. I don't know.
But you may ignore.
True. Yeah. I don't know. Like, is that really worth a whole card though? Like, a card's a card, man.
1, engage. Target citizen loses 1 of its keywords of your choice, and another citizen gains that keyword on their turn. Was there somebody else that did this?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Seems fine.
Target 1 of its key. Yeah.
Maybe a bit too.
Yeah, like imagine this against the sidestep aggro decks. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, maybe it needs to be focus speed.
Wait, so they lose? Do they? No, it's only till end of turn they lose it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at focus speed, is it not playable? Maybe it just shouldn't cost 1, because at 1 against aggro, you just play like a Pollux or something.
A lot of these tethers, all these tethers cost 1 or 2. I've seen anything that costs more than 2.
Yeah, and I think that's intentional. They're trying to do that, but they're probably going to need to up the costs on some of these. It's just
Morals of Conquest. 2 cost solo. Whenever citizen you control destroys citizens by combat, draw 1. Engage. Target citizen your opponent controls must block target citizen you control this turn.
Oh my god, I love it.
I love it. It's probably fine.
Actually, no. Target. You get to choose target. It's not like your thing needs to be blocked. You target one of them, so it's like removal. Actually, it's probably too good. Because you just every single turn you remove one of their citizens and then you draw a card. So I feel like one of these whole lines of text could be removed. Either you draw a card or the other part, and that's still good. I don't know. I love what they're thinking with that card, but probably because you don't want to get in a situation where your opponent can't interact, right? You are wiping their board every turn, and now how can they get back in the game? You want them to be able to come back from behind, and this stops that.
Yep.
And you can't even remove it.
Yep.
Carry on.
Chimera. 2 costs at the end of your turn. If you have fewer citizens on the island than an opponent, you may reveal the top 3 cards of your deck and put a citizen among them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your deck. I was like, with how much bucks these have been, I was expecting to say, but on
you may cast it for free.
Yup.
Seems
like fine-ish.
Field top 3, rest on bottom of your deck. Yeah, it might be fine. Like, if anyone's wanting this to be better, I mean, Chimera River, right? Like these tethers have been crazy good. So this. And I'm also starting to worry. Like, are you and me starting to evaluate things differently because of how broken some of them have been?
But here's the thing, though, too. That means your opponent, for this to happen, your opponent's always going to be at least 1 citizen up on you.
Yeah.
Which means that they're always going to be able to attack you for at least 111 your card if they want to.
Not necessarily, because you can just set up, you can build around that and make it so all your citizens are like such defensive walls that, and you want to have less citizens.
If you have to build around, if you're building around this, it's probably still like,
yeah. I don't know. Gotta try it.
Bullrest. Whenever you attack a citizen, draw 1. A ball of turn citizen you control to your hand.
So you can return like eager guys, replay them, and attack.
No, basically it's like like soft protect from removal.
Right. That's you know what? This is way too good. Cause that's this might be the best tether we've seen so far with Flanagans and Chaos. Every attack. So you play 3 Flanagans, draw 3.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I think we've seen some better tethers.
Which is you're probably right. I don't know.
Like, this card's insane. I would like to see I think solo.
It needs solo or something. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, or maybe
with solo that's still broken because it replaces itself right away.
Make it cost 3 and it's good.
Not with this line of text.
Yeah, I think you do the first line of text and costs 3.
Yeah, sure.
Edit. Amberus.
Yeah, needs some edits. Okay.
3 costs. Enter. Attack target citizen you do not control, but total costs 4 or less. If you own 10 or more abolished cards, you may attach this card to any citizen you do not control instead, getting control of attached citizen.
Okay. Let me just read
that again. So this is
Piscean. You do not control. If you own 10 or more, I mean 4 or less, you don't need to play this in Piscean. This is
3
this
cost.
This is way too good, dude. Any deck can just play this and gain control of your opponent's Noland for 3.
Yeah,
that's too much.
Yeah,
this needs the abolish clause for it to work. Period. I think.
Yeah, or maybe some sort of clause where it's for total cost 1 for each 3 cards you own in abolish or something.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty obnoxious. Granted, they did print Tether hate. Now we understand why they've printed so much Tether hate because they pushed the shit out of Tethers.
I'm wondering if a lot of their ideas is we printed so much Tether hate, all these Tethers are fine.
Yeah, but no, because Tether hate sideboard, not mainboard, and so
at this point, so much of these look so good, you probably have to mainboard Tether hate.
Yeah, and that's also not good because now you've skewed every deck to needing to mainboard a bunch of Tether hate.
And one of the things I want to say too is almost all the Tether hate is specifically Tether hate.
Yeah,
we don't have very many cards that destroy a citizen or a tether.
There's some that, remember, there's a handful of citizens that are enter, destroy tether, and do this other thing. The issue is none of those other things are good enough that they're not still a sideboard card.
Exactly. So I think part of it too is we need some cards that that do multiple things. We need multi-mode cards that Tethers one of the modes.
If Tethers are going to be even half this good, and even half this good is probably way too good for reference, but if they're going to be even half this good, then the Tether hate needs to be even better.
Yeah,
But I don't think they want to go that direction in this game. I assume they're just going to nerf the shit out of a lot of Tether cards.
Yeah. And we're also going to make sure they do.
I'm assuming just a lot of these are going to get nerfed. But man, it'll be fun to test them while they're
Alma Librum. Enter, cost 2. Enter, abolish all cards from all players' limbo piles. Engage, abolish target card from a player's limbo pile.
So I love that they're printing some a big graveyard hate that any deck can play. The engage part might make it like a way too pushed though, because like now your opponent basically they can't play their deck. So maybe the engage should be your opponent chooses a card to abolish from their limbo.
Yes, let's make this closer to a Brock and Progenitus for Magic.
Yeah.
Give them the choice.
Or maybe it's not enter, but rather sacrifice it. So but then they could be an instant speed. That might be too good.
Yeah.
Because you can't play this. This is at focus speed now, and if you let it be instant speed, your opponent can go to reanimate. Then they activate. That might be.
Or maybe you can sack it instant speed, or
sack it and sack focused sack, and with that engage, that can I don't know something. Yeah. I think it because again they have heard people wanting proper graveyard hate this whole time.
We've been talking about graveyard hate.
Yeah, it makes sense that they're doing stuff like this, but you don't want to make the graveyard hate so good that graveyard decks can't exist. Yeah, I don't know. Interesting. Because I don't want graveyard hates to just be like to turn it to. I don't want the matchup to turn into, oh, did the graveyard hate deck find their answer to the removal? That is like a line of play that happens in like some Magic Eternal formats. It's not fun. It's not skillful. It's just like, oh, did you find the tether hate? Okay, you did. Did I find the removal for the tether? No, I didn't. I lose. That's not like, that's not like interactive gameplay. So.
Which partially goes back to the whole like more removal for tethers that's not just tether removal.
Yeah. I like that I don't know, this is like a heart in the right place card for me, but I don't want graveyard decks to have to deal with this.
Exactly. I think make them deal with it, but make them easier to interact with.
Yeah, exactly. All
right. Grobot. 2 costs, engage, target citizen gains. This citizen may attack opponents engaged citizens this turn.
Target. Attack opponents. So only engaged citizens, though.
Yeah.
Maybe it's fine.
Maybe. It seems really good with all the like fight spell stuff, though.
Yeah.
I like how much they push this like Aoghaz fight spell.
Me too. It's really
cool. It's a really cool deck.
Really, really cool.
I also like how they're trying to keep it Pasha. Like Pasha needs to stay away.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe that's fine. So part of the balance of this game is not being able to do that. So turning it into a repeatable effect where you can keep doing that could really stall the game. It could really punish your opponent for trying to progress the game. I don't know if this is the kind of card they really want because it could slow the game down a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
So I don't think we need to bother spreading out the tethers.
Yeah. Aoghaz was like, to a point, it's like, oh yeah, let's evaluate this. The tethers are, they're broken, right? Like,
yeah, there's a lot of them are fine, but in general, a lot of these tethers are insane.
Yeah.
Like some of these big problem ones are those ones that let you cast stuff for free whenever you destroy an 11-year card.
Yeah. And more than that, there's a lot that are just like these hate pieces that are way too cheap and efficient and uninteractable because they're a tether, and they stay in play. So like it just a bit too much, and like all of them are super cheap. They're trying to make them cheap. That is their current design intent. Is they're like, these are equipment. It's gonna cost like 3 or less. But I think they gotta up it.
And a part of of your balancing idea for these cards, or things before what they're doing, is when you're balancing all these cards around having that 1 cost destroy tether draw card.
Yeah. And so I don't want people to have to need to play that card.
Exactly. So. And it also comes down to the thing where like, oh, I didn't draw it, therefore your tether takes over the game.
Yeah. And they're so powerful that they do that, and that's no good. They should not be so powerful that they just win the game by themselves. When these are pieces that people can't interact with like normal,
without like normal like removal spells. They
Yeah,
have to be tether hate.
it's just way too much, and these effects would still be way too much even attached to a citizen anyway, and even if they were half as good. So like,
Yeah, a lot of these effects are just way too pushed.
yeah, yeah. So I like them starting with pushed powerful effects though. You know, like the sets being
Yeah,
test. So we'll see where they end up landing. I want tethers to be good too. One thing I'd love to see is how about a tether that like costs like 6 or something, like a big
yeah. We
equipment.
only
That'd be
saw
dope.
one tether that
Dude, what
costs
about like
3.
a siege engine
Yeah,
or like a trebuchet?
I mean, part of it too is like figuring out what tether means lore wise, and like what kind of cards you can make
It
tethers.
seems they're wanting a lot of tethers to be like equipment from citizens on the
Yeah,
island and stuff like that, but they're not all of them seem to be stuff attached to another
they seem more
citizen.
like relics. Tether,
Yeah.
like I feel like almost like a better word for it would be relic.
That said, they did have they also have weapons like Wolfric's weapon, but maybe if it's
Yeah,
gonna be
which
a weapon, it needs to be
counting that
citizens.
but counting that as a relic, it makes sense.
Yeah, I guess. I want to see some like big ones though.
Yeah, same.
Uh,
Um,
Interesting.
so in general, so I think we're going
Ooh,
to
ooh,
take a
what
second.
about a card too that turns all your tethers into citizens?
Yeah, yeah. So I think we're going to take a second, and we're going to find some of the cards that we think need to be changed right away, as well as figure out some ideas for cards that need to be added. And then we'll come back in a second with those.
Yep.
So we just kind of wanted to wrap up here a bit and pull out some of the cards. So here we have some of the cards that we think are just way too good,
Yep.
including a bunch of the tethers that are way too good, and kind of just tethers in general. Uh,
Druac's totem is on top, but
yeah,
it's just because these seem to be a cut above the rest. Some of these, like a lot of the tethers, could be edited. Some are totally fine, but
yep.
just because we don't have them pulled out as
And
the major
we'll touch on
broken.
these a bit more in a second.
Yeah, yeah,
So here, all these cards are the cards that are like, these are all probably fine, but there's arguments for a lot of them being a little bit too good.
I don't even know about probably fine. Like, not all of them are created equal. Some of them
Yeah,
are maybe too good. Some of them are actually probably fine. Like Imogen, probably fine. Just
yeah.
whereas like cards like Tiberius, maybe actually too good. Even like cards
Yeah,
like
some of
Jatruda,
these
I don't
cards
know.
may need to be in this tier, and
Yeah,
you'll have that more locked up when you actually test. Because we still haven't tested any of these are
yeah.
just kind of our
This
assumptions.
is just a quick pulling out of the cards.
There's a chance that we pull all these out, and but we're just wrong about most of these.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like a lot of cards. That's because we just kind of like we were throwing stuff that we were kind of like on the fence about. So
Yep.
yeah,
So here we just have the behemoths,
yeah,
kind of because we just don't know how to evaluate these
yeah.
yet.
Wolfric's still up
Just
here and broken because it's actually a full on board wipe.
yeah, Wolfrig is just an issue.
Yeah,
He's just
but
way too good.
behemoths in general, we're not fully
There's
sure.
there's a chance that at 9 he is like fine, but probably not.
Yeah, is 9 fine? That's really what testing will need to show.
Yep. And then
Uh,
here we have a few cards that are just really, really bad.
yeah, cards that could just be better. Though that's not to say there's not a lot of other cards that could be buffed, or they're not.
Yep.
It's just that they're not as bad when we look at them. Like we want these to
Yeah.
be better.
These are the cards that we see as
Yeah.
stone cold would not play
hmm
at all.
And we talked about other cards that maybe some cards we maybe want printed during the other parts of the
Mhm.
video. We talked about some cards that we didn't. We were kind of met on, but these are just the ones we're like, okay,
And
these
then we
seem
have a couple cards that we just want to talk about.
yeah,
So
yeah,
starting from the top, let's just skim through this. So we'll talk about why these busted cards are a little bit just too good
yeah,
for all of these quick. So Sig, making your opponent's attack is just we talked about this, but we were talking about him himself, but it's just way too good. He just forces your opponents to make you draw cards, force
yeah.
them so they don't have blockers anymore.
Another thing that's messed up with this card is where is it? I pulled it out right here.
Yep.
You could like play him on your opponent's turn all of a sudden, and then boom. Wait, citizen. Yeah, there it is. Then your opponent like goes to skip their combat, for instance, and you're like, nah. and you just play that, and now they
Because
have to
the
attack.
reason why Smoldering Embers is fine, this isn't, is because you don't have to block
Yeah.
their attackers with this at all.
Although this might still be too good anyways, even if it was just Smoldering Embers on a body.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
because keep in mind he can also block 2 of their attacks for free.
Yeah. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. It's
Yeah.
crazy card for
So
sure.
Cormac, just there's so many good one-drop humans that if you just chain, like, say turn 5, you drop 5 of them, each one of them drawing you a card, even without his second line of text, which is also, like, very good.
Yeah.
Like, he's just insane.
Yeah. Absolutely crazy storm off card on Cormac.
Yep. Branwyn, they're just attack. Casting something for free is probably just too good, especially with some of these some of these cards like this 6/6 cost.
Yeah, he's not necessarily created fully equal to some of these other cards in this broken tier, but like we haven't organized these in order of broken, just to be clear.
Yep.
But he's probably too good.
Yep. Wolfric, I touched on him earlier. Board wipe keeps reanimating things. He just wins you the game on the spot.
Yeah, crazy card.
Alika, you have to be able to interact with the hate pieces.
Yeah.
If you can't interact with the hate pieces, then it's just really rough.
It's a bad time. Now, I guess you could say it's nice that she can get sacked to Gertrude. That's something.
But yeah, that's like one thing that interacts with her.
And your opponent will just make a point to answer all of your Gertrudes.
Yep.
And they get abolished instead of going to the limbo, so you can't bring them back to answer.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
A Harvest Death, being short time forward's like nothing, and being able to return an Overlord, like a Wolfric, is just it's really easy.
Yeah. And even if it's not Wolfric, that's 2 costs for some 5 drop. Like, that's a lot.
At spell speed, too.
Yeah, spell speed. Yeah.
So, like, this one probably just needs some limits on it.
Yeah.
Jamie, Sasha Beamar, already a very good card. Jamie, better. And the part of the issue comes when you have both of them in the deck.
Yep.
Where them having solo doesn't matter as much when you have 2 of the same type of effect.
Yep. It's redundancy, but it's even better.
Yep. Forebear's Fury. This card is also one that could maybe be down in this tier. But if you casting it, especially at spell speed at the end of your opponent's turns, just too much.
Yeah.
Needs focus.
Too much of a swing. It's versatile. Even on focus, it like your opponent can't play around it, right? If they're not able to attack you, you've got the board stalled up. They're basically screwed because then now you just do this, bounce their board, win the game. So it's just it's a bit too hard to interact with and probably a bit too cheap, honestly. Like
I can see this being double X.
Yeah, maybe at double X, and at that point maybe it's not good enough. I don't know, like it's something to mess around with for that card for sure.
So, Indomitable Soul, protecting your card and drawing a card, probably just too good.
Yeah, it's just a bit much. And pumping, so you can also just use it as a essential removal spell. Like you let your 4/4 sidestepper suddenly block your opponent's 7/7 that's attacking and kill it, and you draw a card. Like it's like a Charlie's Ascendancy, but it's also protection. So it's
then we have Reclaim. Just it's too good of tether hate, kind of. We talk about how these tethers are like. We'll talk about these tethers in a second, but it's too. It's just it replaces itself. It destroys the tether.
Any deck can play it, so like it'll just be in every sideboard.
Yep, it's too much. It's most part it's too much of a staple. It's designed to be that.
Yeah, and like we get it, but would rather see tether hate pieces be more flexible. Rather than now every single deck needs to always play 3 of this card in their sideboard because of how good tethers are. So it's like, I don't know.
Yep.
Don't love it.
Festering Wound, another card that we could probably be down here. We're talking about this for quite a bit when we looked at it.
Yep. We're not fully sure how to evaluate it.
Yeah. Obscure Visage, kind of same thing with Indomitable Soul.
Yeah.
We like it, but being able to flip your opponent's removable spells onto their own creature is kind of just insane.
Such a crazy blowout.
Yeah. Pow, the main reason why this is here is because of a combo of it comboing with where is he? With Bolobo and a plunder effect to let you loop. He's also just by himself. Being able to abolish him is pretty easy. Just bring him back.
Yeah. Like even without the infinite combo, could be problematic. But with it,
Yeah.
we think that this is worth talking about in the upper echelon of.
Yep. So now let's talk to Tethers really quick. These three here are absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
I'm unless they changed Immutable, which I haven't been told that they did. These allow you to cast the behemoths for free.
And even if it's not a behemoth, you're getting a card for free. It's crazy.
Yeah. You can get an Overlord or something. Like sure you have to destroy an 11-year card to do it, but still.
Yeah. These ones that are like, look at the top, get 3 from the top of your deck. That's a lot. This one, from your hand. This one is cast just the top card of your deck, so it doesn't even need to be like a citizen or anything.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and they only cost 2 as well.
Yeah.
That's another big part of it. Where there's costs of the cards do not stick with their effects.
Let's say you're on the play, your opponent's on the draw. You play a 1-drop. Your opponent misses on a 1-drop, but they got a 2-drop. They'll be fine. You then play one of these, then you hit a 6-drop, and now your opponent's lost again.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah. These other ones, this replacement, this 2 good protection.
Yep.
This is less for like the direct specific, and just more of engaged draw a card each turn for 2.
Any deck with green-white would play this. Totally insane. Trick to it as an attached citizen or draw it. Yeah. Just yeah.
Bullris, they just draw you too many cards.
Yep. It's like a similar issue to Cormac. All your 1-drops just replace themselves. That's great.
Yep. Alma Librum, once again, Limbo Hate might be a little bit too good. We talked about this earlier. Limbo Hate needs to happen. Just a lot of this Limbo Hate's a little bit too good.
Yeah, we need it to be like, first off, they can interact with it, but it make it so their interaction is good without it just being like they have to draw their reclaim.
Yep.
And then if they draw their reclaim, your opponent could just play another one of these anyways. It's not like they're one-ofs. It just needs to be a little different.
Amberus, it's just good. It's efficient removal.
Yeah. Crazy to steal something that any deck now could play this and just steal something.
Yep.
So it's
even if you remove the 10 or more abolished cards, it's still probably too good.
Yeah. It just getting your opponent's Nolan for 3 is crazy. That's super efficient. So
and just because I know you want to, Druac's Totem, probably a bit too good to be disengaging card as well. If it just had the second card in your row draw a card, it would be fine. It's just another Malka.
Malka herself with protection is pretty rough to deal with, but it is a tether that you can side in the tether hate for it. So it might be fine on that. Just definitely worth looking at.
Yeah. On the note of tethers, though, which earlier, there's a few cards that do tether and other things.
Yeah.
But I'd love to see at least one card that's like destroy a citizen or tether. Or module spells is like destroy a tether or do this or this.
Mm-hmm. What if instead of giving it to your hand, what if Druac's Totem just like you may place the top card of your deck into your soul row?
Maybe.
That's pretty crazy though, and at that point maybe that would make Imogen too. I don't know. Things to mess around with it, but it's good card.
So they're just all of these. Most of these are ones that would probably be fine as is.
Is there any specific you want to talk about?
Not really.
You think I'm crazy on one of the cards I pulled out, right? This one?
Which one?
Or are you more on board if it like a full stall deck was playing this?
Yeah, we'll see. This one's like one more, so
yeah, we gotta try him.
We'll have to try a lot of these.
Yeah, this guy I pulled out because of this.
Yep.
I don't know. We just need to try a lot of these cards out. Some of them I'm unsure. Like for instance, Venus. If you're doing the thing super consistently, that's pretty broken. But how consistent will it be? Is it fine? It could be. I don't know. Pollux, we love the new Pollux. We need to try a lot of this stuff.
Yep. like these are just all our first looks. We haven't actually like tried these to balance and like seen if they're actually broken or not.
Yeah, exactly. Right, Scav. You wanted to talk about Scav
Oh
a
yeah.
little bit, right?
So biggest issue with Scav is that he just invalidates a lot of the other really cool cards because he just is better.
Yeah. Yeah, and you just play so many of him. I don't know. We don't know exactly how many, but it could be 10, it could be 20. So like
Yeah.
it kind of takes away from that variety and all these other cards. Like, because Scav is not the only one drop they printed. There's a lot of pretty cool Aoghaz one drops supported.
Yeah.
So
There's a few of them here too.
yeah,
Well, but the big issue is like a lot of the three drops and stuff that are just invalidated by Scav
yeah,
existing.
yeah. So we don't know. Maybe he needs to have like a cap, maybe 11 like doubloon, but maybe that's too many because then they still play 11 of him. And
We
it's
just
not.
don't know.
We
We
don't
have
know.
to test it.
Yeah, we don't know. And some of these cards, like again, just to reiterate, like cards like Zaku, we think this is probably totally fine, but maybe
Yeah.
not. I
And
don't like.
a lot of the stuff we touched on when we looked at them initially.
Yeah, exactly. This is just to reiterate and pull this stuff out.
Yep. Yeah. I mean,
Um,
these we just need to look at them more and test them.
Play them.
Yep.
Yeah. There's nothing really any deeper to say. We just
One thing I will mention is
oh
with Arak, his attack effect probably needs to be reversed. Being able to pick up and then replace your Cocos
right.
is
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
nuts.
that's super crazy.
Although maybe that's fine if that's what you want him to do.
Yeah,
But just something to mention with him.
definitely worth looking at. And again, he's in one of the colors that super ramps, so you have to be careful.
Yeah, he's the most. So also, in order of like relevancy of which ones will actually probably be used, it's gonna be like Arak,
Wolfric.
uh, Wolf. Well, I mean, of just that's what we casting them the most
Yeah, yeah.
often in their colors. It's gonna be Arak, Thrawn, and maybe the Coven.
Yeah.
Possibly Gonos. We don't know. It's hard for us to evaluate any Aoghaz cards right now.
Yeah, we got to try those cards more.
Yeah.
But
So then we have these cards. These cards are just really bad. Amar and Moxie, I wouldn't. I don't think the card's good enough if I didn't have to try to name the top part of my deck
yeah.
for 5.
There's a lot of like like meh 5 costs in this set
Yeah.
right now. So I'd love to see some either lowering of their costs or different effects, things like that.
Yeah, this card's just really bad. Capsize, we talked about this a bit more. That's just not enough damage.
Yeah, at focus speed.
You have to compare it to Mutiny, which sees no play.
Yeah.
Merge Abandon. This one could maybe fine, but 3 mana to draw 2, but you have to also sack something. Just play Fortuity.
Yeah.
It just draws you 2 without the downside of sacking something. Sure, sacking something sometimes an upside.
But at 3, that's hard to do.
Yep.
Yeah, agreed. It's nice that tests are both colors in the soul row. Let's look at the positives.
Yeah.
But, no.
Yeah. Yeah. So now we want to touch on these 2 cards that we just want them changed a little bit.
Let's start with Rosa, because I think Treasure Chest is the
I will let you talk on Rosa completely.
I just I am being a completely objective person here when I'm saying that Rosa is just one of the poster childs of the game, and Rosa deserves to be a better card. She hasn't in set 1 she got a playable card. I played her in a couple tournaments, but she's kind of just like lost favor. And then set 2, ain't it? I wish that she like Muriel was just Rosa or something. But now no, she deserves more. Let her like interact with the top of deck stuff more than her just dying or something like that. Put her on some synergy thing, like the attacking and needing to do that. It's just it's hard. It's not like she's Noland.
Yeah,
where
she seems like a fine card. It's just Rosa, and we want Rosa to be better.
Do you think she'd go up to like being actually good if it was like draw 2, then place a, so then it's essentially like
attack
Nolan.
Draw card?
Yeah, it's essentially like Nolan.
Yeah, at that point she's probably fine.
Yeah, maybe at that. But Nolan has sidestep, so like she's just
and he replaces and stuff if he dies.
She
removes something.
So like that's fine. I don't know. Maybe, or if gonna keep it this way, maybe give her sidestep or something like that, right? Like let Rosa be good. Also, I just wanted to say real quick, I can't be quiet about this, Dragon. The fact that in Wicked Prophecy, 3-drop Juturna lost Sidestep, and now there's 3-drop Krail, and she doesn't lose Sidestep. Juturna got done dirty in that way on her 3-drop as well. So that just makes me want to salty remove Sidestep from Krail, but I don't know how objective I'm being when I say that.
Okay. And Treasures, we love the idea behind this card. It just needs to be a little bit better to accomplish.
Yeah.
The 11, something people get stuck in 11 in a row sucks. Maybe a lot to pull from 11 in a row as well.
Yeah.
Also something where like if they destroy this, that you don't just lose because of it.
Yeah. There's got to be like something like that where they can just like hop into another treasure chest or something.
Yeah.
Because this would be so easily hateable, and it's important that it's hateable because this could walk a fine line because there is cards that like tutor up 2 doubloons. Like maybe it could be too good of a win con. I get them balancing it. You just have to be careful, but let's not make it so it's like an unplayable win con because it's so cool.
Yeah. Just allowing it to not be like, oh, you removed my one treasure chest. Guess my treasure chest, I can't win with it anymore.
You literally cannot win because you play another treasure chest. You can't grab enough doubloons to be able to win now. Your win con is gone.
Yep.
And maybe they don't want it to be its own win con, but
or another idea I just had is maybe if you can put a condition where like if there are 11 doubloons in your abolished at once, then it just wins.
That might be too good though. Even
maybe exactly like
Yeah.
there's something super like if they destroy your treasure chest, you don't just lose. You don't just like lose your treasure chest.
Yeah, totally. So something.
Yeah, that said, I mean it's ETB effect almost good enough without the other text on it.
Exactly. But that's what I'm worried about. Like people just
Yep.
play that and never the win context becomes totally irrelevant, which is like that's not fun.
Yeah. So just figuring out a good way to balance this a little bit because it's such a cool card. It just needs some help.
Yeah. But not too much help because then it's
exactly. It's a very balancing thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Okay.
So other than that, like all in all, first looks at Attonment, I like it.
Yeah, me too. Looks really sweet. I love that they're trying new things. It's starting on like the higher end of power level, but I mean that's what testing is for, and things will go down. Make sure to give feedback yourself, because they value everybody's feedback on this.
Yep. Yeah, they're doing the community testing stuff, which is sick.
Yep.
So if you want to like, get in on the testing, Tanner just did an announcement with the stuff for it, and just post your feedback in Attonment, and there'll also be people in the team actually testing. I know Tanner mentioned. Where is it? I'll find it later. But he mentioned to message Kryptik Chris or Cryptic Lunchables to get some games in, and with whatever feedback you have.
Yep. Do it up. The new set, it's exciting. I think it's gonna be sweet. There's a lot of cool new build arounds, support for other decks that were spicy before, and I'm excited to see what can like crack into a top share of the meta.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Is we're excited to once again have the meta shake up.
Yeah, totally. I think the set can do it in a real way.
At a glance, maybe, just maybe, we leave the control meta.
This is looking like it's giving the tools because it's got the limbo hate, which is one of the most important things that we needed. It's just we still need I'm not worried about the limbo hate like being too good against control because that deck doesn't necessarily need it. It shuts down their engine and that's super important. But like you just can't help but feel bad for the really cool like all-in reanimator decks or something like that. Like the spicy ones. You don't want to kill the spice.
Yeah, and you want to be able to let those decks function if if their opponent draws the hate piece.
Yeah, if they're an all-in deck on something, the hate piece when it's like not attached to a citizen shouldn't be quite so good. It's still good, but yeah, we'll see. I'm stoked to see where it goes. It sounds like they're going to be doing updates for stuff somewhat regularly, like almost bi-weekly, but like let's say 1 to 2 times a month.
Yep.
And you may be planning to do some more of these on cards that end up getting updated, Dragon?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna plan on doing like shorts when the cards get updated or whatever.
Yeah.
I also we'll see what all we do. I would be surprised to see some gameplay of decks with me and James,
Yep.
and just us looking at the cards and whatnot.
Yep.
Because
Yep.
even looking at these things too, we have some really fun ideas for decks.
Yep. There's some stuff that just makes us want to brew for sure. So
Yep.
we'll see what we get cooking. But yeah, there it is. Atonement.
Yeah. Also, if you have anything that you want to mention in the comments or whatever, we'll try to look at them, and future stuff we'll mention stuff. And if you want to try to get some games in with us, I mean, our schedules tend to be somewhat busy, but hit us up on Discord and maybe we'll be able to get some games in.
Yep. Yep. We'd like to help with the testing process as much as we're able to. So
Yeah, and or if you want some games in for fun or whatever.
that too.
Yeah.
Well, sick.
So
I guess
yeah,
let's call it.
yeah, let's call it.
All right.
Thanks for watching.